Greetings, one and all, and welcome to another beautiful episode of Knights of Aurea. My name is Laka Von Mana. I am your humble dungeon master, and these are my fantabulous players. Say hi, fantabulous players.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome in, everybody in the chat. Apologies for starting a bit late. We are doing some last-minute changes to everything. Welcome in, everybody. Uzuz, Be Cryptid. Welcome in, chat. Hello, good to see y'all. I hope y'all are doing good. What is Yami's fucking? That's his react. That's his thing. He's had that. He's had that. Actually, let me adjust that real quick. I see you guys are.
Oh, here, let me change my thing.
Oh yeah, I'm a Muppet.
I think it says mine is too big.
Oh,
I'm a Muppet.
hold on.
There, I got it.
Muppet.
Ah, yes, even better.
Get that thing away from me! Oh my god!
Oh, it's like a loaded weapon.
Dancho's armed.
Literally,
No.
yeah. God.
Third arm is awakening.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh shit! I never tweeted that we're live. Fuck. Let me do that. Ah.
Wait,
I'm
hold on,
so
what did
distracted.
I just retweet on Twitter then. Oh, okay.
That was my 30 minutes one. There we go. Now the live one. All right, that's good.
Okay.
But yeah, welcome in, everybody. Hello, Lucy Blaze. Good to see you. Welcome. Hello. We got another great episode lined up for today.
Oh,
It's
I
gonna be a
forgot
lot
it.
of fun. We're a little late, you know. Everybody was slowly like getting ready for the stream. We were adding some things to character sheets and stuff like
I
that.
was ready the whole time.
You literally
Yeah.
were like, what? Never mind.
Mm.
But yeah, welcome in, everybody. Let's go ahead and introduce everybody. I think let's do bottom to top in the Discord. First off, starting with Hina.
Oh, hello, my name is Serafina, but you could call me Hina, and I play a goofy little tiefling Drake Warden with her dragon named Search, and he's perfect in every single way.
Hell yeah. Next up, Yami.
What's up? I'm Yami Umai, and I'm playing a Kitsune bard who has a scuffed British accent. It's nice to meet you. True.
Next up, we got Trix.
My name Trix. I play Jonas. I play the rogue.
And then we got
What's that
Melina.
accent?
My name is Melina. I play Mary, who is a sweet little fairy girl. She's a moth fairy. She's the sweetest being you will ever meet in your life. Not really, but we can pretend that she is.
And then last but not least, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Dancho.
Ha ha ha! Just kidding. We're not going today yet. Dancho Horang, and I'm playing Just in Time. A paladin of great morals, great justice, and a no inside voice.
All right, beautiful, beautiful. Before we get into tonight's session, I have one quick announcement. I forgot to mention to y'all, my players, before this, but 2 weeks from now, unfortunately, we will not be having a session. I'm going to be going on vacation for a week between the 7th and the 14th of March. I'm going to be visiting my girlfriend for the first time, IRL. And it's going to be really fun.
XD!
Yeah.
But also, how dare you?
There's a meeting in real life.
So there's going to be a week or so where I will not be available. So unfortunately, I will not be streaming that week, obviously. So we'll be
Because you're
pushing
gonna be rolling some other die.
Okay.
What does that even mean?
Oh no! D&D right in this house.
Jesus.
You're gonna be D&D on Discord, not in real life.
God, never
I'm so
thought.
tired.
never
Please,
change.
you know what? I
IRL.
apologize on his behalf. Truly, I do.
Listen, I knew what I signed up for when I got the offer for this. I prepared myself. I know what to expect.
No, roll a Constitution saving throw, Laco.
Every session, I'm rolling intelligence saves every 5 minutes.
We challenge your intelligence.
But yeah, so March 7th to the 14th, I will not be available, so I will not be streaming. So there will be a week where we won't be having an episode, so we'll be pushing that back. Next week's episodes should be going fine as scheduled, and then the following one will be the one that's skipped. So Yeah, that's about all. That's like the main announcement I wanted to do. I'll say the same thing for next week's episode as well, so everybody's prepared for that. But yeah. I'm hearing myself into somebody's audio. Who is that?
Oh, is it me?
Hold on, let me be louder.
It could possibly be me. Wait, scream again.
Hold on, everybody quiet. Ah!
Yeah,
it's sounding.
Okay.
Oh, it's like I have like a tiny little echo. I'm like, what is that? What is going on?
I gotta turn my headset down a little bit. Okay.
It's a bit loud.
Oh, Locko, one thing, right? You know how we all stopped at the ship? Like,
Yes.
Can we all assume that we had a long rest during the ship, right?
We'll get to there when we get to there.
Okay.
We'll probably jump right into the long rest like soon. But yeah, I'll let you know when you guys can redo your stuff.
Gotcha.
But
okay,
yeah.
'cause
Uzi in the
don't
chat
believe
says
we
Locko
both
roll a
did.
Constitution saving throw for the week for the full week. That's a lot on one roll. My God.
Jesus Christ, how high is your girlfriend's constitution modifiers? What the fuck?
Oh boy. I guess just want me to find out, right? Alright, enough shenanigans. Or maybe not enough shenanigans, who knows? Either way, it is time for us to finally jump into episode 3 of Knights of Aurea. And I actually
Time.
have our official intro starting music too.
Ooh.
Oh my god. I'm super excited. I'm
So-
super excited.
So, last we left off, our brave and mighty misfits had, for the last bit of time, however long it may have been for each of them, had been trapped within Castle of Misra, a fortress-turned-prison run by the Fortunata Empire that dominates the majority of the continent of Fortuna. The newest of these misfits to the prison, Akira Neverine, had just recently been transferred into the prison and met a tiefling individual by the name of Kale, who almost immediately started talking about plans to escape the prison. Akira and Kale had gotten a band of some of the wildest criminals within inside the prison. Riefel the Tiefling, Just-in-Time the Paladin, Mari Leori the Druid, Leora, sorry, yeah, and Jonas the Rogue. They had all gotten together and concocted a plan to escape the prison. However, before they were able to enact that plan, the entire prison went under chaos. They had all gotten out of their cells, avoiding inmates and guards, battling each other, getting into the armory, grabbing all of the things back, and Akira saw something he may or may not have needed to see. Regardless, a target was put on the party's back as they made their way for the elevator that rose up to the surface. They were met by 3 masked individuals, one of them disguised as one of the prison guards. This specific disguised guard seemed to be a strange, mutated barbarian of some sorts, a berserker infused with dark, mysterious magic. Thankfully, the party was able to fight off these individuals and made their way to the surface to find that the entire prison had been victim to a siege of an unknown entity. They had made their way over to their only escape, one of the storage ships, one of the cargo ships that had been docked there, which was basically roasting at the stake, half of the entire ship being ablaze. Thankfully, the party, along with their new friend, a Medusa by the name of Vala, who they met on their way out, they had swiftly and quickly doused the flames and immediately made a path to their next destination. After a bit of deliberation, I can't talk today, hello. Deliberation, they had decided that the best course of action is to head to the capital city of Favor, the capital city of the Fortunata Empire. After all, within the next coming days, our mighty misfits were soon to become outlaws of the state. And that is something that they were not looking forward to. So they had decided that they were going to be heading north through the Dothic Ocean, making a 2, maybe even 3-month-long trek towards the capital city of Favor. What adventures lie before these misfits? Only one way to find out.
Dun, dun, dun.
So,
Dun, dun, dun.
as I forgot y'all drew on the map.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, that is something we did.
We,
Oh, I thought you deleted it. Hold up.
Yeah, we-
no,
you guys
here,
should
I'll
probably
be
delete
nice.
that.
I'll just
Hello.
I'll move it stage right. There we go. we'll just move that to where it doesn't need to be.
Just
to be
remove
seen.
it.
The Amogus.
You moved the Mungus.
Alright, so you all had finally undocked from the docks of Castle Vimisra and immediately started heading north. The only person, it seems, on the ship here with actual seafaring experience is your good friend and tiefling fellow, Kale, who immediately volunteered as the role of navigator. Akira, you had joined him by taking the wheel. What is the rest of y'all doing on this ship?
I would probably be on the front, just chilling, to be honest, like looking out in the ocean,
Observing the waves.
observing the waves, being bored.
Mari's probably sleeping on Reeful's shoulder.
So cute.
Sleepy bean.
The reefer would probably be completely still then, so as not to wake her. Like a
Heavy
sleeping
ass.
cat.
I need to-
Justin is gonna spend the time actually looking for food and purifying them.
Purifying them.
Yeah, I
Purifying
have that
foods.
spell, purify and bless.
You're blessing the bread, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yes, he is. Purify food and drink. There it
What
is.
the hell?
It's an actual spell.
That
Does
is
it
true.
work
That
for
is
us?
Valid,
that is a
valid.
spell.
Punch.
Very good spell. Very good to have as a just
Purify
in case.
my food and drink with the bread of Jesus. Love it.
Alrighty.
This is
Jesus,
what
help.
does it do?
So as you
It
guys,
basically,
oh, go
yeah,
ahead.
it basically just makes it so that it's all like free of poison disease because you don't know how long this stuff's been on the ship. So,
Oh,
yeah. So Justin is gonna take care of the cult. He's gonna make some bread soup tonight, fellas.
I'm used to that.
Alrighty. So
That's my
as you
favorite
guys
food.
begin heading off, well, in this case, west, northwest, I believe, if I remember correctly, Kale gave a slight recommendation. He said that if you guys wanted to stop for additional supplies, the nearest settlement that would be of use would be the town of Vermilia, directly west of you.
Oh yeah.
I should go ahead and mention, because Yami, you and I spoke in DMs about this. You guys basically have free reign of wherever you decide you want to go. Kale and Vala will be joining you, and they will also give their own little insights if you ask them, but for the most part, they will be following your guidance. So, if there's
Okay.
anything in specifically that you guys wanted to do along the way, where you wanted to stop, where you didn't want to stop, whatever it may be, that is completely up to you guys.
I think that I am 100% on board with going straight to Vermilia?
That is
Vermilla.
correct, yeah.
Vermilia.
Yeah,
I
the-
mean,
yeah,
we can
the-
stop and
The
gain
text is a
our
little tiny, but this is a big map, so
I zoomed in. I
Vermilia.
zoomed in.
yeah. So it is.
How many days on the sea is that going to be?
So the way that we'll be doing this is your ship is classified as a sailing ship. So probably a medium-sized vessel. It can probably go about 4 miles an hour. You know, there's no turbines in this thing or anything like that. You're purely being swept by the wind. So average speed, you can probably travel, if you're traveling non-stop 24 hours a day, that'd be 100 miles a day. So you can probably get to Vermilion in about 4.5 days.
Okay.
So,
No, Kira would.
it's a big place, big world.
It would be fun. He'd be fun with traveling 24 hours. It would just like he'll probably just set up like a little sleeping area inside of the what's the place where the fucking wheel is? Cabin deck?
Sure. If you want, I can
like
go
that.
over a little boating terminology for y'all if you'd like.
Yeah.
But while I do that, it might help if you guys had a visual description as well.
Ooh.
As we take a look at your vessel. So we have 2
A
layers
little
here.
boaty boat.
There's 2 layers. You have your main deck, which is up above, and then the lower image is sort of what would that be called? I forget. It's on the tip of my tongue.
The booty?
No, we'll call it below deck for now, because that's technically what they would call it. I want to say the hull, but that's like the outside of the ship. But either way, so yeah, there's 2 layers to the ship. Somebody in chat said the hold. I think that might be correct. Yeah. So the way that the directions of the ship work is the front of the ship is known as the bow, the back of the ship is known as the hind, left of the ship is referred to as port, and right of the ship is referred to as starboard.
Okay, one more time.
All right. If you're looking at the upper layer, I got the little arrow pointing. So
Yeah.
front is bow, back is hind, left is port, right is starboard. If y'all want, I can write this out in the Discord.
Yes, please.
I just got a diagram up on Google.
I'll help.
That
I
also
have a
works.
voting license. I will
I
help. I
just,
will help.
I just
Here we
wrote it
go.
down.
Could just draw on the boat, no?
You could.
Could just be like,
I also like if you just say like the right of the ship or something like that. I won't be. I won't be a big stickler about it. I'm not the biggest expert on boats either, but you know.
Can I go to the right of the ship?
What is that, huh? Do you mean the port board?
The port of the ship.
The starboard.
So yeah, we will use this
Mr.
map
Krebs?
if you guys ever get into any situations where somebody is to board your ship and combat were to commence. So if there are any scenario of that, we will use this.
do we roll for every night that we are on sea for anything? Since we're
More or
going to
less. So I have I have my own tables and stuff that I'll be looking at as you guys go on adventure. Maybe if I'm feeling
It's a
frisky,
kraken.
I might have you guys do some of the rolls for me. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, frisky, huh?
We'll go back over to the world map real quick. Just wanted to show that off.
Okay,
Go back over here, zoom back in.
He has a little pallet on the fucking top deck right behind the wheel. He steers it with his tail whenever it twists.
Why is this tail so strong?
Little tail boy.
He's used that tail for a lot of things. Yeah.
Whoa.
It's quite athletic.
What you mean with that?
Huh?
What you mean with that?
I mean, sexual situations.
Whoa!
Yes.
Akira Fruity? Bro, okay, I don't know why I noticed that.
this is me on the deck right now.
Yeah, Akira's like literally laying there like a French girl getting painted.
Whoa.
Right behind the wheel. It's okay though. It's okay.
Alrighty. So, as you guys are heading off, it's good to let you know about the status of your ship at the moment, as you guys are looking about it. So, statistic-wise, your ship does have its own stats. So first off, the most important thing to note about your ship is its hit points. It is a maximum of 400 hit points in total. Separate from the rigging. The rigging itself, which is like what holds up the sails and stuff like that, has its own hit points. Currently, the rigging is at full health, being 200 hit points, but the hull, the base of the ship, is currently damaged. So its maximum is 400, but it's currently 200 hit points. So right now, your ship is considered damaged. So it is still sailing fine. But if you like to get that repaired, that might be something to, put on the to-do list for the future. On top of that, the base of your ship, if anybody's trying to make attacks against it, your ship has a 15 AC. The rigging itself has a 13 AC. You don't have to memorize this or anything. This is just stuff to, get an idea of how this works.
Our ship got lower
writing it
AC
down.
than our paladin, bro. Damn.
I mean, Paladin's a pretty high AC in general.
It's pretty rough.
We need to put some scrap metal on the hull of that bitch.
I think we're gonna sink.
Yeah, will we be able to
Probably.
upgrade our ship like throughout, like get stuff?
Yeah,
from
absolutely. If you guys wanted to, I do.
Okay.
Because I remember we mentioned last session that I was gonna let y'all know when I had the seafaring rules. I'm gonna go ahead and put a PDF. Most of this you guys don't have to worry about because it's a really big PDF that I found a few days ago. I'm putting this in campaign info. But that is a big PDF of a bunch of seafaring rules that I'm going to be using for the foreseeable future. Like I said, most of it you guys don't have to worry about, but it does detail. We won't be using all of the rules because there's a lot in here that I'm like, okay, a lot of this is very complex, and we won't use all.
flying
I'm just
ships?
gonna ask you, and yeah.
There's a lot. We won't. There's, some of y'all are still new to D&D, so I'm not gonna like overload y'all with like 50 rules. Read like 7 books, that kind of shit. All that kind of stuff.
Actually, you
so-
should know the mathematics of how to seize fare against a roll of the dice.
All I'm saying is I played a lot of Sea of Thieves in the past.
Fuck.
So I know.
I'm the same, honestly. So
I know
with
a
your
fair amount of
ship,
special maneuvers.
yeah. So your ship here, currently, in order to operate properly, your crew you need like 7 members. You guys literally have like the perfect amount of people to run the ship properly. Its complement, which is like sort of the maximum amount of people you can have on the ship, is 30.
30? Oh, it's that big of a ship.
Yeah, pretty decent sized ship. This would probably, if we're talking Sea of Thieves stuff, it would probably be somewhere in between a brig and a galleon, like somewhere in between there. So
Galleon is
Okay,
big.
like
that's
decent size,
pretty
decent sized
big.
ship.
No, that's actually huge.
God damn, the galleon is big as fuck.
Yeah.
Actually,
Just
I played
note that,
Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Note that Sea of Thieves galleons and actual galleons are completely different ships. That should make that very clear. A real galleon is like 10 times as large, or something like that. Like I think like an IRL galleon, like its crew size
Big as
is
fuck.
like 200 or 300 or something like that. I forget off the top. Here, I can check.
Honestly, I feel like we would be better off like at the nearest opportunity, like ditching this ship for like a smaller one. Because realistically, what the fuck do we need that ship for?
I mean, you never know. You never know. We might have to carry a lot of cargo.
Oh, plus search is gonna get huge.
Okay, but why, he can
Fine,
use a
dragon.
main ship, we use a little small ship.
Honestly, I don't think any dragon could properly fit on a ship anyway, so.
Wait, how big is this fucking get?
We'll kill the dragon.
Have his ass fucking swim, bro.
Fine. He can swim or fly eventually.
Y'all are assholes.
Slit his throat.
Does he evolve into a dragon or does he stay?
Yes.
Evolve.
Oh my.
He'll get bigger. I think at like a level something he turns into a full.
I think it's like level 7 he
dragon.
grows wings, if I remember correctly.
Level 70.
7!
No.
Not 70!
The max
That is
level
not
is 20,
possible.
is it not?
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So fun thing about Drake Wardens is that technically the Drake is not a full-on creature. They're more of a spirit animal in a sense. They're sort of like interconnected with their warden. So they're a Drake, but they're also a dragon, but also none of those things. Drake Wardens are weird. So
Okay.
I more consider them more like spirit animals, which is why their personality is entirely based off of the personality of their warden. Only it's like accentuated by like 10. So yeah, other details you guys should know about your sailing ship here. The maximum amount of cargo you guys can hold on the ship is 120 tons. If you have half of that, 60 tons or more, your ship will actually begin to slow down to like half of its speed. I will say currently with the stuff that you guys have on the ship, including yourselves and your own supplies, you guys probably have about somewhere between 5 and 10 tons of cargo in your ship. Most of it was already offloaded, so you guys don't have a ton of stuff. But you have enough food supplies to get you by for like the next month or so, I believe.
Let's go raiding.
But yeah.
We should get 59 tons.
Also, your
Just the
ship,
system.
last two details I'll list here, last two things that are actually important is if you guys want to upgrade the ship in the future, you can get things mounted onto the ship, like weapons. You can have 2 light mounts in the rear of the ship, and then 1 heavy somewhere in the middle. That could be like, like cannons, catapults, ballistas, stuff like that.
Are there guns in this universe?
This ship is not armed. It is purely a cargo ship, so there are no weapons on board.
No, I mean, but like, are there guns in the universe? Like, are guns?
There
part
are
of the technology?
flintlock era weapons. So all like gunpowder stuff. So it's like, no AK-47s are around here or anything like that.
Gonna pull a Sea of Thieves and put like TNT at the top of the mast.
You could try that if you want, as if you find any. But there is gunpowder. There are like flintlock pistols, rifles, and like cannons, stuff like that. So like early gunpowder era stuff.
Oh yeah, we're about to turn this into a pirate adventure.
Yes, sir.
And
I fuck with it.
I will say, everybody go ahead and roll me a history check real quick.
Oh my god, first roll of the fucking session.
Okay.
God damn it.
Okay, we're starting it off good.
Jonah's starting it off fantastically, yeah.
Where's my
Sounds
history? Oh,
decent.
there it is.
12 is good. Who we missing?
Hold on,
Yami.
my shit being booty. Give me a
Uh-oh.
second. I gotta restart my Google.
No.
It's okay. It's
being
It's
bullied.
already
Oh,
done.
no. Okay, I will say.
There we-
Mari and Jonas, I'll say you guys know. You guys don't have a lot of boating experience, but you have probably heard, like in your history, you might have heard some like trading terminology here and there. On average, if it's like good quality and it's like ready to sail, the average sailing ship can cost somewhere around roughly 10,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
That's why we steal it.
True.
So-
True.
Yeah, I'll say you two, Akira, you would also know this with the 17. I'll say the 3 of you guys, Kale also would know this just from his own sailing experience. You guys definitely stole this ship, so if somebody finds out that you stole this, you might be in a lot of trouble. So there's a couple things you can do to fix that. There's like the classic, just, lay low for a while, hope that no one recognizes your craft. You can try to like change some of the hardware, change its look up, make it, less recognizable to anybody that might recognize the stolen craft. Stuff like that. So I'll leave that to you guys, though. That's a problem for a later day.
We can make it like the One Piece boat.
You could.
Put a big ram head on it.
What's the song they use in that meme?
I have no idea.
The One Piece is real meme.
Oh.
Oh god, no. No. I'd
Bruh.
forgotten about that. My
It's
life was
amazing.
You
good.
just got done with it. But last thing I'll say, because this ship will, it is powered by the wind, so it won't be stopping in the middle of the night. So somebody at least 2 individuals are gonna have to stay up overnight to make sure you guys don't crash into anything while the rest of y'all are getting your rest.
I'll be doing that.
I can
My
My
help
character
you.
doesn't.
Jonas, you're
Doesn't
taking the
go to
night shift then?
Yeah, I'll take the night shift. So Jonas only needs 4 hours of meditation. He doesn't. Really
That
sleep.
is right. Your long rest is like half the time of everybody else. That is correct.
Yeah. So I can be the permanent boat watcher. I guess.
Before everyone
Alrighty.
rests, can I have it so that Justin cooks a big hearty meal for everyone
Aw.
with what they have in storage?
Absolutely, man. I'll say I'll have you roll a survival or a performance check, whichever you prefer.
Survival or performance? Let's choose survival. Go!
Justin, you have never cooked in your life.
No, we got a mad fucking 1 on our food.
You immediately just like, I'm gonna go cook a hearty meal, and you go down into the under levels, and you're just looking around like, there is no kitchen. This is a problem.
We're about to just die from food poisoning.
You see him cooking like Mickey Mouse shaking his ass.
Don't let him cook.
Fucking burns.
Don't let it cook.
Yeah,
I'll
cooking shit.
say you find like a random like a Dutch oven rack over in the side, like you know, that like those like cast iron pots, and you can like get some. There's probably like a stash of some firewood that you can use to like light this up. You start boiling some random things.
He's the one
Excuse
that
me,
boiled
does
chicken
cold
with
water
nose.
boil faster than warm water?
No.
Who are you asking?
He's just asking. He's shouting across the ship.
Oh my
Let's do this.
God.
Justin, name 5 foods out the top of your head. Go.
Wait, which one?
5 foods off the top of your head. Anything, ingredients, whatever it may
bread,
be.
spaghetti, ramen, jjajangmyeon, chow mein.
What was that 4th one?
Oh, sorry, it's a Korean dish. Kimchi. Let's do kimchi instead.
Okay, I will say, you probably
The
don't have.
white is
All right, you
blo-
probably don't have kimchi on the ship. So I'll say those other ingredients you find in some form of fashion. There is no like ramen or noodles of any kind, but there is like some wheat that kind of looks like noodles. So you kind of throw that into the pot. What was the first thing you said?
I think it was spaghetti.
That was the
And
second
bread,
thing.
spaghetti.
Bread.
bread.
Yeah, you find
Bread.
some like stale bread that looks like it's been sitting out for a few weeks. Probably has not been stashed properly. You toss that in the pot, like that might add some texture to it. And then what was that 5th one again?
About to just die.
Kimchi.
That was the 4th one. Oh no, it was chow mein.
Oh yeah.
I'll say you probably don't have those things on the ship either. I will say you
Racist
probably
ship.
find some like dried meats in one of the crates, and you're just like, that it's a protein, yes, and you go toss that into the pot, and you just start mixing this up, and like, this would make a great stew. And after roll me a D100.
Ooh.
Okay.
After roasting this pot for over an hour, you
Oh god.
you finally take the fruits of your labor, and you go towards I think the back of the hind of the underbelly of the ship had a little living space. You bring this big heaping hot pot of stew over and set it on the table, prepared freshly for your friends.
My friends, fellow adventurers, dinner is ready, cooked by yours truly, guided by the hands of Helm. Enjoy one and all for this delicious treat of healthy hearthens.
Hey, what the fuck is that smell?
So you
It
guys
is the smell of justice.
So funny enough, because of the ingredients, it actually doesn't smell that bad. You kind of like smell like the subtleness of like
Just fucking birds.
well, you're trying to like think of it. It's like it's not bad, but I can't tell what that is. You can smell like a little bit of like what could be like a beef jerky or something, but it smells wet.
Smells what?
I don't know how to describe it, but you guys go down and you look at this like this big Dutch oven pot that just been slaving over for the last hour or so, and you see like this like grayish, like soapy looking stew with like soggy bread floating in it with like what looks to be grass on the ends. This is not food. Whatever he has done to this pot is not food. All of you think Justin's pulling a prank on you. There's no way that he could think that this is edible.
You guys look at Justin. He looks so proud of his meal. He's like finished sweating. His skin is like glistening. His smile's all the way up. His eyes are shining, just waiting for everyone to dig in.
If you think I'm gonna eat this, you're fucking stupid.
Oh, do not worry, my friend. I'll give you double. He's gonna like start scooping stuff into the bowl.
Yeah, you find like a bunch of like wooden bowls and you start like passing around bowls of this stew.
No need to be shy.
Whatever this is.
Enjoy.
Who told you to cook?
I believe that it has been a while since we last had dinner. In fact, so I believe it is appropriate that we all enjoy a hearty meal before setting off to the adventurous sea.
Does anyone have berries or something else?
Yes, I put them in here. Very healthy and nutritious.
Oh god.
I'll eat.
People
I
eat it.
guess.
Slurp
Here
it down.
you all go. Enjoy.
Anyone that eats the food, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Akira blatantly tosses the bowl over the ship and walks away.
Oh my god.
Can Mary just like go rummage for like a singular blueberry?
Akira, Kale sees you throw the bowl off the ship like, hey, those don't grow on trees, dude! We got like 12 of those.
It'll be
11
fine,
now.
baby. 4 days. 4 days on the sea.
Delicious.
It's gonna be a lot more than 4 days, dude. We got 2 months out here.
4 days to the nearest village, no?
I guess we can buy more silverware there, I guess. I don't know.
Yes,
Right,
4 days
awesome.
to practice more.
All right. I'll say, Justin, you immediately take a spoonful of the food and you are appalled by what you have made. Like the realization comes over you, like, oh, I have made a grave mistake. Refill, you feel sick to your stomach almost immediately. Same with Jonas. Both of you are immediately nauseous. Vala does not eat, she knows better.
What is this?
Kale eats, but he's fine. Like, Kale kind of just picks out the jerky and just eats that. Because at least that's like, it's hot jerky, but it's like, you know, sitting in like bread water, basically.
Justin.
Justin's still eating.
You didn't use all of our ingredients for this schlop, did you?
How long did you say we are going to have a munch voyage?
Why would you intone munch like vocally?
Because I am chewing. Chew, chew, chew.
Did Jonas just throw up?
Jonas, are you okay? Akira sees him puking and his face turns green. He pukes over the side of the boat.
All right, don't get too graphic.
And then pukes herself, and it's literally just a tiny droplet. I'm tiny. It's just a raindrop worth of puke.
Justin looks
I should mention there are
Justin looks
people
at
in the chat watching this. Don't get too graphic with it.
Justin looks at the heavens and praying as he eats his meal.
What the fuck?
Oh, Heavenly Father, have mercy on my stomach.
I'm gonna lay down over here, okay?
I'm gonna go back to the well.
Y'all are so
Amazing.
weak. I'm holding back tears.
People are just like, it's fine. It's not fine.
Listen, I
Justin
would
just
never do anything that could potentially hurt Justin, okay?
Justin just looks at Reeple with like such a happy smile, but he also has tears eating his own thing. But he is going to finish this meal because waste not, want not, right?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Bro, can he get food poisoning?
Yeah.
Well, Justin's a paladin, so he did purify his food. Yeah.
How do you purify
That
the
is
food
true. You
from
did
poisoning again?
purify it. So the purification does not make it taste better, though, unless it says. Well, actually, what does it say? Because you
It
posted.
just, like
It just cures it of fucking disease.
Okay, yeah.
poison and disease.
So it won't make. So yeah. So food poisoning itself is technically not. It's not really poison, nor is it a disease, which is funny enough. But like, it does, trigger the body's fight or flight instincts. It triggers that nausea initially. So
You're lucky.
So none of you are like poisoned or anything, but anybody that failed that saving throw does not feel good for the next like half an hour.
I'm just gonna lay here.
I just imagine him like clinging to a pillow, like nobody touch me.
I'm just shaking in a corner. Not again, please.
Not again.
I have PTSD, Justin. Big guy, next time you're hungry, just come get me, and I'll make something absolutely amazing.
Merrily. And I will make sure to assist you.
I just put up a big thumbs up in the air.
The only assistance I need is you tying your wrist to the deck of the ship, okay?
Merrily, I shall make sure the rope is tight.
Amazing. Thank you.
Nice.
Merrily! I want to punch her
Merrily!
in the fucking neck. My fucking god. It's like Naruto's Believe It, bro.
You're not wrong.
I can't believe I fucking failed that. That's so
We
sad.
love Nat ones here. We love them. They're great. All right, so if I recall correctly with the ship here, let me take a look at this real quick. So the ship here, it comes to the underside here. Okay. So things to note about your ship. There are a few living spaces underneath the ship. So the main central section is sort of like where all the cargo goes. There's also a couple extra rowboats in there in case you guys need to like abandon ship or something. There are two tables, one towards the front and one towards the back. The one at the front is sort of like a more open table. It's more of like just a kind of just like on guard kind of table, and then the one towards the back has like a little section where there's like a little cooking station. So that's sort of like the kitchen / dining area. And in the back of the ship there is a small room with a queen-size bed in its own small section. Also up on the upper deck, there is a sort of a captain's quarters that also has a queen-size bed, as well as a full sort of like study / office space. On top of that, there are also 4 hammocks in the underside towards the bow of the ship, the front. So there's plenty of sleeping space for you all. So where you guys would want to sleep for the night, that is completely up to y'all. You got 2 queen-size beds and 4 hammocks.
Okay.
Wait, you said 2 queen size bed, two hammocks?
4 hammocks.
4 hammocks, okay.
Yes.
Justin
hammock,
will
hammock.
take the hammock, so someone else can take the queen bed.
Mary's just gonna sleep on Reach.
Sleep on
Search,
what?
Sorry, I was gonna say refill, and then I said search at the same time. So
I figured Refill has really good like perception and shit, so I figured she could keep an eye out.
You
Oh,
thinking
isn't
captain's
Jonas
quarters?
taking?
Well, I mean, I figure is there like a fucking crow's nest type of vibe?
Hmm.
Because she is the fucking
There is a
eyes
crow's
of the
nest.
eagle. Yeah, I
Oh,
figure she can go up
Akira.
there.
Akira is gonna take the captain's quarters.
And I'll take the other queen size bed. God damn. Okay.
March his ass in that bitch. Tail wagging.
Justin will take the whichever hammock is available. If nothing is available, he'll happily sleep on the floor.
Yeah, you fucking peasant.
Yeah, Mari can come up
Damn.
into the. Mari can come up with Refill if she wants.
You
Just
know.
tuck her like on her lap with a little blanket.
Give me that queen size bed.
yeah, I'm sticking with refill.
Mari's sleeping like a 10-year-old girl, bro.
I was literally a foot tall, man. What
Yeah,
the
but that
hell?
doesn't change her stance as a woman.
Mari just needs a
No, I just
pillow
need
and she's
friends.
good.
Yeah, I just need friends in a comfortable place.
So rude.
Is that real? Oh, I'm so
I'm
sorry.
sleeping good
Mari?
tonight. Fuck.
She's like a woman proper in her own right.
Mm.
It's just a cultural difference.
Yeah, a certain type of woman. I'm not used to it.
Oh, just so I have this in my notes, who was taking the night shift? It was Jonas, and then did anybody else want to volunteer?
I think
Yeah,
Jonas and Refill are
Yeah.
alternating.
Gotcha. Okay, good to know. I'll say Refill, obviously Search joins you for that as well, since he is a sleep schedule too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as you guys are all kind of settling down for the evening, Jonas and Refill, you guys stay up a little longer. You guys are all beat tired. The amount of adrenaline that was going through all of you within hours before is kind of started to take its toll now, as you guys are starting to feel that like late night fatigue, and you make that path towards Familia, and most of you all head to bed. Some of you notice Vala go and pick one of the hammocks. She crawls in, and then within 30 seconds of it, the hammock just snaps under her weight, and she just like hits the floor, and then she like just like sits up, just sits cross-legged where she fell, and she's like, "I guess I will rest on the floor tonight."
Would you like to take my hammock, madam?
I don't think that will change the outcome.
Wait, so Justin is how much does she weigh? Because Justin's actually sleeping with his armor on.
Your hammock also snaps.
Like, what the fuck?
It's kind of just like, Justin, it's just like, you could sleep in my hammock if you'd like, and then you just like sit down and yours also snaps.
Well, I no longer have a hammock. How are you doing this fine night?
Simpleton.
Could be better, could be worse.
In fact, may I ask you a question?
Oh God.
Go ahead.
Merrily. So, I am very curious about your stature. Where you have said you hailed from this certain area. However, what brought you into the jail such as the rest of us? I do not believe I have heard of your tale yet.
It is a complicated story. I am from the Daiquiri Isles. I originally hailed from the island of Resurgis. many swamps there. Where I grew up. I was always magically gifted. But there were those that wished to use my talents for their own gain. I always rebelled against that sort of thing, and as I grew up I found others that were very like-minded. And I joined an organization known as the Lords of Four, stationed in Semper, another island in the Isles. They are a society that unites those that are magically gifted. We harness our craft and use it for the greater good. And resist against those who wish to push our talents down and restrain us and regulate us, like the Empire. A few years ago I got into a scuffle, we say. And now I am here.
I see. These Lords of Four, they were your companions, yes?
Yes, exactly.
Ah, do you miss them dearly? I do quite understand the sentiment.
They are my kin, in a sense. Not by blood, but they do support me and accept me for who I am, and for that I am always thankful.
Merrily, they say blood is thicker than water. However, I do quite understand. Do not worry though, Vala. We shall have you reunited with your friends and brethren soon. Mark my words, for under the guidance of Helm, we shall make sure all is within Hope's gaze.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Absolutely. And if there is anything I can do to make your quest a little bit easier, do not hesitate to ask. I am more than happy to assist, from one friend to another.
Alrighty, I'll keep that in mind.
Merrily.
Justin,
Hmm?
I'm gonna need you to use your inside voice when it's nighttime, okay?
I understand.
Appreciate it, mate.
Now, Vala, would you like to count the stars with me?
So cute.
No way.
What the fuck? W or L Riz?
I will say, Justin,
God.
roll a persuasion check.
No, brother, not again.
Somebody in the chat asked who is the lady. This is Vala. She is a. I'll go ahead and re-describe her real quick. She is a. What is considered to be a Medusa, a Gorgon from mythology, but in D&D they just call them Medusas. Like that is the what kind of creature she is. She's a strong, very powerful physique, 6.5 feet tall. Grayish brown skin with rugged scales that cover most of her body, and wild looking snakes that make up her hair. Yeah. It's what she looks like. With a 10, she like ponders it for a moment, Justin, and we would have to go up topside if we do that. Maybe another time. Is that okay?
Absolutely. Do not worry, Vala. I would not want to trouble you in this fine night. We have just escaped a very harrowing adventure after all. In fact, if there's anything else you would like to do, please do not hesitate to ask. I would like to make your stay as comfortable as possible.
Thank you. I wish to go to sleep, and I will do that now. And she just
Merrily.
lays down, and she like just in what was left of her hammock tries to fall asleep.
Oh god.
Justin just knocks out immediately.
Is the captain's quarter near like where they
I
are?
was gonna mention it is funny, Akira, that you had to come down and say like you stop making so much noise, considering that you were literally in the opposite end of the
Yeah,
ship.
bro, he's screaming. He's always screaming.
Yo, bro, I can hear you from up here, bro. Settle down.
As Justin goes to sleep, you just hear him mutter, "Merrily, merrily, merrily."
This dude isn't a real person. He's not real.
Fucking cute.
He's not real.
Alrighty, I'll say for the evening, I'll say before we do the long rest, those that are keeping watch during the evening, Jonas and Reefel, both of you go ahead and make perception checks for the night. Keeping an eye out on the sea.
Ooh, baby swag.
18 to 14, okay. Reefel, you got a being up in the crow's nest on the main, like, thinking of the name, on the main mast. There, that's the term. You have a very good view of the territories. You guys probably stay, yeah, I'll say you guys probably stay somewhat within 25 miles of the shoreline. So not enough to be like within sight, but enough to be like close enough to like make a dock if you need to, like within 30 minutes or so. You know, because once you get out into like uncharted waters, it can get a little hectic. But overall, the nights are very quiet. Let me determine here. Let me roll some things real quick.
Is there on the ship? Is there like a bell or something? I can like ring if there's something going on.
Roll me an investigation check, real quick.
Okay.
See if you can find one.
Please. Okay. Well. Nice.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'll say.
What the fuck?
I'll say you start looking around and you like accidentally wander into the captain's quarters and you wake up Akira.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just looking for something.
What are you looking for, mate?
I was looking for this one type of. Don't worry about it. It's like some type of instrument.
I need to go look for some bitches. And then he runs over and goes back to sleep.
Yeah. And you dream about some fun.
Alright.
Yo, get out! Akira wakes up. Get out.
I'm just looking at you sleeping. Licking my lips, and then I woke up.
What do you need, mate? What are you doing?
Don't worry. And I woke up.
Alright, so you walk out with no bell in hand.
Tasty young man.
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
I never thought I'd see the day where Yami has to play the straight man.
Right?
Alright, but Reefel, as this is going on down below, the night is very clear, almost no clouds in the sky. You can see dozens upon dozens of stars that like dot the sky. Something that all of you have grown accustomed to in Aurea is that Aurea... Oh, Trix, you good?
Tricks?
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Blame his Norwegian internet.
He's hiding in the room again.
Internet was good.
Oh no.
He's probably getting an RTC connecting issue.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, that might be it, yeah. This is a good point where we can take a short little 2-minute break, I guess, while we wait for Trix's internet to cooperate.
Okay, there you go.
I'll say, oh, we're good?
Yeah, my shit's like buggy. I don't know. That's good.
Okay. So, in that case, we'll continue. But Reefel, you see, given that you have like the best view for this, something that makes Aurea unique to other worlds is that it doesn't have just one moon; it has 7. There's 7 moons that have their own respective orbits, all of different shapes and sizes. The 7 moons themselves, you would all know. I would say, Akira and Mari, you probably wouldn't know this bit because you're from the Feywild, in which you're not used to 7 moons. You're deeply just used to the typical 1. But the rest of you have grown accustomed to the 7 moons, all 7 of which are named after the All-Mother's Almighties, or her pantheon. And they sort of mortal representations, according to the pantheonic mythos. And right now there are 3 moons in the sky. There is the moon of Yaval, the moon of Leto, and the moon of Bedragua. All of the moons, all 7 of them, have their own separate orbits. They're varied and hectic and chaotic, and it's almost impossible to map them out. It seems like the moons kind of travel. It's almost like all the moons have like a mind of their own, something that many astronomers have always studied and admired about them, something that always made the beyond that much more interesting. But you see there's not a single cloud in the sky, just millions of speckled dots along the dark lit sky. 3 moons that also make up your vision. Temperature for the evening is moderately warm, given that the sun is set for the day. After all, it is the waning end of summer, leading into autumn. And the wind kind of varies in and out. Sometimes the wind picks up a little bit, speeding up the ship a little bit. Reefel, being up in the crow's nest, you feel the ship kind of wobble you back and forth a lot, being here at the highest point. So you kind of just ebb and flow with the waves. Thankfully, are mostly calm for you. I'm assuming if you're staying up in the crow's nest that Reefel doesn't get seasickness.
I mean, I'd hope not.
I would say that's you would be able to determine that, so I'll let you decide that.
No, probably not then.
Okay, so we'll say as you're kind of resting, it's like, for you, it's almost relaxing in a sense, kind of like the ship is like rocking you back and forth, kind of comforting you, you know. Not enough to put you asleep, thankfully, though you do get kind of close a couple times. You know, night shift can be kind of boring, especially with how exciting the prison can be, you know, being out in the peaceful waters and the calm
Wait,
twilight
is she entirely
sky.
by herself right now?
Mari's
Technically, yeah.
Okay.
Mari's up
Mari's
top, but also
sleeping.
sleeping. Yeah, and then Jonas is down below on the deck, keeping a watch as well.
With Akira.
Yeah, somewhat keeping
Wrestling
one.
on their beds.
Hence why, Jonas' score isn't as high, because his focus is kind of like he's watching the ship, but he's also like in Akira's room occasionally.
Oh my god.
And it's
Checking up on my baby boy.
It's not warranted either. I don't want him here.
Trespassing.
But eventually, you see the sun slowly begin to rise along the eastern horizon. You see the wonderful sunrise basking the darkened twilight with a warm glow, and the temperature and the wind slowly begins to rise a bit. And,
The second the sun rises, can Justin yell out, Merle? Fuck.
Whoa, what the
Hey.
fuck happened?
My voice cracked.
Got too excited.
Justin turned
Like
into young
imagine-
Justin for a little bit.
Merrily! Merrily! Imagine him as a rooster. for the morning
Yes, just
sun.
in time, the morning person.
Just in time has arrived, awake and ready to begin his day.
What time is
But,
it?
Instant headache.
it is like very early morning, right at the break of dawn. I say at this point, you guys all get your long rest that you've been waiting for.
My cat's just
Go
listening
ahead
down
and
the river.
do that. So if you lost any health from before, that goes back up. Any spell slots, any of that. Long rest has been
Hell
initiated.
yeah.
All right, so at this point, you guys probably have 3.5 days until you make it to Vermilia. Is there anything that you guys are trying to accomplish in that time period? Anything that you guys wanted to do?
Yes.
Oh,
There's
boy.
a reason why Justin wakes up so early. He
About to make some
works
food.
No, he learned his lesson. Unless.
Make us
No.
breakfast.
But what you got? So Justin is gonna wake up, go to the hind as safely as possible as he can go. Start praying towards the sun, and after his prayer, he's just gonna do some quick workouts, muscle training.
Alrighty, sounds good. So you wake up right, bright and early. You do your morning prayers, and then you immediately get onto your workout routine. Funny enough, Justin, you wake up and you actually see that Vala has already woken up before you somehow and has already started her morning routine, and she has already kind of begun her bit of training for the day. So something that caught you a bit off guard, because normally you're the first one to wake up.
Yeah. Madam Vala, I'm quite pleased to see you so up and early. May I ask you join me, or may I ask to join you instead in this wonderful exercise you're partaking? Let us both sculpt our bodies to the best of mine so that our greatest ally is our pure and rock-solid muscles.
She is, as you were talking to her, she is in the midst of doing some like one-armed push-ups. She has like a bunch of like sacks of flour stacked on her back to add a bit of extra weight. And as she's doing these push-ups, she's like, "Floor is yours. Yeah, do what you wish."
Really? And he's gonna join. He's gonna join her.
All right.
For the entire workout's done.
I will say, Justin,
him
go
play,
ahead
bro.
and go ahead
Bro.
and roll me an athletics check real quick, as you are sort of as you're both sort of like combining your respective workouts.
Oh, come on!
Yeah.
Oh,
That is two now.
Hell.
Ones.
Holy shit!
That's a third
My
one.
God.
The third one of the day.
Yeah,
That's
Justin,
embarrassing.
doing push-ups in full plate armor is kind of hard.
He forgot to take out his
You,
fucking armor.
You realize, like, as you you are you are joining hold on, let me restart that sentence. You and Vala begin both of your workout routines, and as Justin, I imagine you were all ever so curious. You had mentioned to her that she would teach you a thing or two, right? And in which at this point she does oblige, and you guys probably she puts you through the ringer for like the next 2 hours or so, and normally like the activities are hard enough, but with the extra weight of the armor on top of you, it's a lot. After the 2 hours are done, you are just exhausted, just like on the brink of passing out on the floor. And then she kind of just cracks her knuckles and be like, "All right, you ready for the workout?"
Merely.
She raises an eyebrow like, Don't tell me you're tired out already. That was just the warm-up. Get up, we got more work to do. And she like grabs the back of your arm and lifts you up to your feet, and your legs are like shaking under your own weight. You get like 10 minutes into her workout and you immediately pass out, and she just like, we will try tomorrow. And she continues her workout.
Merrily.
What is he, a fucking Pokemon? What is he?
What the hell?
He's just like putting like a passed out like thumbs up in the air.
Amazing. What is everybody else doing during their mornings here?
Kira's making brekkie.
Hell yeah. What you making?
You know, he whipped up some fucking. He got some flour. You know, made some fucking pancakes. Bacon with the pancakes, you know, and he's just in there singing an age-old song, making bacon pancakes. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, man.
And he's in his underwear, dancing as he does it.
That is an image.
It is indeed. He's pretty good at dancing too. Hip swinging. My God, a nice, sizable happiness on his face. You know.
All right, I'll say I'll do the same thing that I did with Justin as you are starting your breakfast. Go ahead and roll me either performance or survival.
Okay.
All right, 16, yeah.
Why am I the only one failing this shit?
That morning breakfast is pretty good, and so your moves, my good friend. As you know, you kind of get your morning all started. Everybody gathers around the dining table in the bottom of the ship. You all get the nutrients you need for the day. Justin, you get there a little late as you were literally dragging yourself on the floor trying to get over to the dining room. You are just like, everything on your body is numb at this point.
Imagine just see Justin like as a cartoon withered, like he has no like water in his body, so he's just trying to like
Just
a
me.
prune.
You okay?
Merrily.
He's an actual Pokemon. Okay. No.
Wait, what'd you say, Justin?
Merrily.
Say it again. I couldn't hear you.
He's gonna pass out on the.
Whoa! Akira starts laughing.
Are you good,
Oh
buddy?
shit! He is a character, isn't he?
He's something. He's the man we need, I guess.
Oh, I don't know about all that, but
Yes,
he's
me neither.
entertaining. He's entertaining, I'd say. I've met a lot of people stupid in my day in the Feywilds, but he might be the dimmest man.
Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it.
He has a thumbs up passed out.
What the fuck? Did you guys enjoy the food I made? You know, back in my kingdom, back in the court, I didn't really enjoy doing chores all that much, but the ladies quite enjoyed a man who could cook. And I quite enjoyed ladies, so I hope you guys enjoyed my food.
It's pretty good.
Thank you.
I like
I
it, I
appreciate
enjoyed
it.
I just
Nice.
want Mary's like a vibe checking Akira, just like picking at the food, making sure he's not trying to poison her. She's so
Yeah.
He ate it himself too.
Wait, one pancake is like your entire like body.
You know, you, Mari, you don't really need to eat an entire plate. Yeah, you can just take like a quarter of the bacon.
I'm trying to say I'm fat.
Oh boy.
My mother taught me that if a woman makes such an observance, then it's something that she notices about herself. If you think that you're fat, then
Oh my god.
I mean, they were doing exercises on the deck,
I'll eat my food somewhere else. It's kind of making me awkward.
Jake's is getting the fuck out of there.
Mary
I'll
just
be at
puts
the
her
front.
fork down very slowly and flutters to Refo's leg. I'm not quite happy with that statement, but I'll accept it.
Akira just has a shit-eating smell in his face.
So rude. You can't say those kind of things about a woman.
I do my best to have manners, but sometimes, it's just my attitude. It can be readjusted in the future, with ample coin, perhaps. But until then, enjoy the food. I'm going to...
Akira Neverine, may I have thirds?
Before you speak to me, please stand. Don't yell at me on the floor, mate.
He stands up. May I have thirds, dearest Akira Neverine? These pancakes are to die for.
You know what? It makes me happy that you like my food. You may have thirds, just don't take too much.
Merrily, I shall make sure everyone else has a great breakfast as well. I do not wish to hog off all the food after all.
Justin, I have a question for you, if you don't mind.
How may I help you, my dear friend?
Why do you you speak as if you're thinking a lot about your next word? Are you genuine question, mate? Were you dropped on your head as a baby?
Justin thinks thoughtfully. He's actually like holding his chin, looking up at the ceiling. He's like, perhaps there was a fair trade of head blows in my youth.
Akira nods his head. Okay, that makes me less annoyed at your outbursts.
I am glad that I can help assist you in any way possible, dear Akira Neverine. May you never get hit on the head. I shall make sure that my body protects thee with all of my might.
Actually, hold on. Second question. Akira looks like a fucking cat that just got the canary, where he's like grinning ear to ear.
Oh no.
You praise Helm, correct?
Absolutely! The praise of Helm is my religion, my justice. For you see, Helm is the one of justice and might. He wakes up every day to make sure that
mate.
all...
So listen, when I was sleeping last night, I had a premonition.
Justin's eyes just sparkle.
It was this figure bathed in gold light. And they came down with a white cloak around their shoulders, looking like an angel from heaven. They said, Akira, a messenger from me, a powerful paladin, will give you all of his coin in order to further enshroud you in my light. You're the only paladin I know of, mate.
Please tell me Justin's not gonna believe this.
Akira, deception
Merrily.
check. Justin, insight check. Uh-oh. 22. Oh. Sorry, Justin. This sounds really good to you. You're just like, wait, really? Could it be?
Well, first he's gonna say, well, tell me, was it an angel of Helm? Did they come to you to speak of their justice, of their absolute might within the light? Do tell me, how were they like? Did they speak of the praise of Helm, the eternal sentry? Did they see him in his full body of armor, always weighing in his heavy responsibilities? I assure you that whoever came to you in their dreams would know that they are one of humbling and reassurance. So I promise you, that vision you have, I believe it 110%. So tell me, what is it that you would like to do with it, this message that you have received?
Honestly, I'm I wasn't really one for religion, you know. I honestly saw myself as somewhat of a god back in the day. A god of pleasures, a god of sex. But after hearing so much about your god Helm and seeing a vision from the god himself, I think I may want to convert. And if
Please say no more, my good friend. Allow me to teach you all about my great god Helm himself.
Pause, mate.
He's gonna actually just grab Akira and he's gonna force him to go to his room, and they're gonna start their study lesson.
Pause. What about the gold coin?
He believes you, but he believes you, but he believes you, but because you said you might want to convert, his ears just turned the other cheek. The gears in his head started turning. Now he's gonna grab Akira and take him to the studies. He's gonna take him to the captain's quarter to study more upon Helm.
I'm gonna need you to roll to grapple me, bro.
Maybe
go ahead and do that roll. Yeah, go ahead.
Athletics,
what is it?
Athletics against Akira's AC.
Oh, fucking.
My AC is 15.
It's a little slippery.
Is something the matter?
Mate, you are directly going against your god's orders right now. You know that?
What makes you say so, my dearest Akira Neverine?
They said to give me the gold.
Oh,
And
but of
you
course.
tried to
He's
grab
gonna
me.
grab his gold and just give it to Akira.
Akira
you
grabs
perhaps
the
look-
pouch and tosses it up and down, weighing it.
Let's see, he had a total of 10 gold in there.
A little bit light for the coffers, mate, but Helm will reward you in the future, I'm sure. And Akira walks away.
Hey. Do not worry, Akira Neverine. I shall make sure that our lessons go smoothly next time.
Yeah, of course, mate. Whatever you say. And he
I shall make sure to draw up the diagrams.
He's gone.
Alrighty. All right, Akira, as you begin making your way out of the dining room, the door bursts open, and Kale, who has not been here the entire time, bursts in with like a scroll in his hand. He's like, "All right, I need y'all's attention real quick. Everybody get over here." And he like closes the door and like takes this scroll and like puts it like on the center of the table, kind of pushes some of the leftover silverware aside and opens it. And is like, "All right. Last night I stayed up a little too late, and I was doing some notes on I was doing some quartermastering and stuff like that. Just want to get y'all up to speed and some stuff going on the ship. So I've been doing a little research. Apparently there was like a bit of reading material up into the captain's quarters. And I found that Vermilia is it's a logging town. Their whole focus, their whole economy is based off of
wood.
You know, yeah, basically. So, and this is, you know, I'm not gonna tell you all what to do, but my highest recommendation is that if we're gonna be getting the ship prepared and we're gonna get this thing like ready to go, this is the town to do it. This is the place with the best supplies, probably for the best money too, because, you know, you don't have to buy it via like trade costs or anything. You can buy it like dirt fucking cheap. You just gotta pay for the labor and you're good. Problem is that we're all fucking, well, the ship was on fire, dude. Like half of the ship's hull is like singed, and if we run into any, you know, government regulated ships, maybe any pirates, a sea monster, maybe if we're really unlucky, run into anything, we might be in a pickle if we take too many hits, you know?
Understandable.
Especially if it hits us in the right spots. So my personal recommendation is see if we can find any woodworkers in town, see if they can do some repairs for our ship. Might take us like an extra day or two, but Might be a good idea. You know, just throwing that out there. Or we could just
Do you
grab our supplies and just go.
do you feel like there may be ship? I'm sorry. do you feel like there may be ships already in the city?
It's hard to tell. I mean, most of the towns that we're gonna be going to are in the Empire's pocket, so there's probably gonna be guards around that work for the government. So we're gonna have to lay low for a while. The first few days we might be good because they still gotta print out those wanted posters, right? And that could take a while. So we might be good in Vermilia, but if we stick around for too long, then people might start putting two and two together. I'd say the only person right now that is definitely aside for Sorais is Vala. Unfortunately, you know, can't have just a straight up Medusa walking into town. People, that's like suspicious thing number one, you know. So she'll have to stay on the ship, unfortunately. But
Kira looks at Vala and he says, "Do you mind staying on the ship for about a day or so?"
I do not mind. I'm also, I never stopped at the armory, so I'm still in my uniform.
Oh, shit. that is an issue.
Can't exactly walk into town knowing that a prison got attacked wearing a prison uniform.
I'll get you something pretty to wear from the village.
It doesn't have to be pretty, as long as it fits.
You're fair.
Also, if we're going into town, I might recommend us all getting some cold weather clothing as well. You know, going up north and all. I'm not sure how much, you know, winter stuff Vermilia's got, especially since we're in the later bits of summer. But if we go to, this, I think the last town before we go into the Zothic Ocean, Soule, that might, they might have some stuff for us traveling up north. Something to note there. Also, another issue. Go ahead.
I know. Akira chuckles. He's still half naked, but I just realized he was half naked. My foxtails can be used as a personal heater as well. Just putting that out there. He smiles.
It's true, but if any of us end up going overboard and it's below freezing, that's you know, first step to frostbite.
Yeah.
I just like to be a little prepared for,
You know, we definitely
for any
should get
jobs
some
that I'm
type
on,
of-
you know.
Yeah. Wait, Justin, are you listening?
Oh. Remember? Wait, no. Remember, Akira was he left. So Justin is actually...
Kale stopped him.
Yeah, Kel stopped me.
It was like right
Oh,
before I
I'm
left him.
sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
In that case, I'm just still gonna say Justin was not listening because he was actually monologuing still about
What?
You've been monologuing the entire time Kale is telling you what's going on with the ship.
Yeah. He's just very excited to have another follower of Helm.
I see.
Jeez. And Justin,
Did you call me? Did someone say just in time?
Pay attention, mate.
He's just gonna stare with a big smile.
Good boy.
Okay. Last thing I want to note real quick. There's another thing that we might have to fix relatively quick. We're kind of fucking broke right now. I don't know how much money y'all had on yous, but
None.
ship repairs are, well, he like looks over to Akira still holding the money that you just gave him. I can see that. Yeah, ship repairs aren't cheap though, so you might have to find a way to make some money, at least until we get to Favor.
Or you you can use the help of a resident pickpocket, if you don't mind the heat.
It's true. We
Pick up
could do
them
that, you know. I'd say if you're gonna do that, definitely be careful because, you know, strangers walking into town and immediately start stealing stuff, not exactly the best look. Also might be a good idea to check to see if they have a bounty board or something like that. Maybe they got some jobs posted, some, you know, just a one and done, maybe enough money to like cover the costs of repairs.
Bounty
then-
hunting.
Yeah,
It's
maybe
exciting.
whatever they got, I guess. They just have any
What, are
jobs posted.
You okay, Maury?
Yeah.
She's just hiccuping. Okay. Bounty
tiny
hunting
fairy
sounds interesting. You know, I could also play, you know, a little bit of tunes in the end. Maybe get some coin that way. Oftentimes the coin comes more so from the people afterwards than the actual performance, but I can make it work. Okay. I say we all stay on our best behavior once we get to the village, little shanty town. Justin,
Merrily!
mate, from now on, we are not escaped prisoners. We need a cover story.
I was about to say, yeah.
That's a good point.
We
yeah.
are the followers of Helm,
No, we are not.
paladins of justice.
I say, and you know, I'm obviously open to criticism, but what if we are merchants who were robbed on the way to the nearest village, and so that's why we don't have any gold or supplies? I could act as the merchant leader. Justin, you can be the hired muscle. Everyone else, you know, you merchants and gods.
Yeah, no, I was actually thinking the same thing, so we can go with them.
What a fantastic story for us to band together under one united cause.
The only thing is, Justin, I'm gonna need you to play your role like hard, okay?
Do not worry. As a follower of Helm, I will do my utmost justice and the best to make sure that I'm the best bodyguard around.
Can you give me your best tough guy act?
He's gonna put his hands on his lips, or sorry, hands on his hips, and he's gonna stare at Akira Neverine and give him a big golden smile.
You look more like one of those they put like a paper in front of like the all male brothels. You look like someone from that.
Why, thank you. I appreciate the compliment, Akira Neverine.
Don't say my full name.
But how else am I supposed to address you than Akira Neverine?
We should probably have fake names, thinking about it.
Oh,
Fake names?
Smart. That's actually smart. But I don't think Justin can mentally distinguish.
Then how about you just call me Jay?
James?
Jay!
Jay?
Like
The
lemon.
letter J.
Oh,
He's
Jay.
gonna pull out his pendant. That's actually just a golden J.
It's better than nothing.
You know what? Yes.
Sure. Okay.
Wait.
How about we all just take a shortened version of our
Of our
real
names.
names?
Yeah.
It keeps it simple.
You can call me Joe. Smo
Okay.
Joe.
Okay, Joe.
What
You
a
can call.
weird name. That doesn't sound real at all.
It does not, does it, Reeful? Perhaps you should stick to something a little more realistic.
Joel.
Wait,
Hold on a second. If
I'm trying to think of
Justin,
the most like fantasy type name I can.
Kale is just like, so wait, if Justin's gonna be Jay, if Jonas is gonna be Joe, does that mean Reefle's just gonna be Ree?
You know, I've heard weirder names.
Yeah, Joe. I
We
think
stick it
Joe's
to
a
the
pretty
theme,
decent
you
name.
know?
Yeah. We are supposed to be like a band of merchants. Maybe that's our theme, you know?
Then perhaps we shall call you Rifle.
What?
Hello.
Hello.
We were sticking to the first
hello?
two.
You know, if you're going by nicknames like that, then Mari, you would be Ma.
Ma.
I don't feel
Mama.
comfy saying that. So,
Yeah.
What?
Whoa. Are you okay?
Great idea. I pose as somebody's child. I just feel like nobody would suspect a child from pickpocketing. I know you said behave, but it's what I do best.
I mean, I don't think they would see a child if you have wings.
Wrap
and
me up in a
you're one-
blankie. Keep me cozy. It's really not that difficult.
You,
I mean, I guess if you
What-
hide the wings, you could probably pass for that, yeah.
what
Baby face.
what newborn baby do you know that's 1 foot tall?
I've got any baby. What newborn baby do you know that isn't 1 foot tall?
You also look quite old, not gonna lie.
I've got a baby face. What are you trying to say? I look old.
Oh no, you're
Okay,
looking
then.
good, but I don't know.
Looking good. Thank you.
We can wrap you in a blanket.
No,
Oh,
blanket, blankie.
Blanket.
Thank you. Yes, yes, yes.
I guess
Find
since
me a
we're, of
binky
the,
as
we're
well.
of the same tone, then you'll be my child.
Daddy.
Thanks, I hate it.
Father.
I raise an eyebrow to Akira. I'm okay. No, okay.
You know, that's not the first time I've heard that, but it
won't be
still
the
makes
last. Not for
me
me.
uncomfy. Okay, call me. You know what? Sure. That's fine. So we have Ma, the child, Joe, the
Yeah.
bodyguard.
I can just be one of the merchants.
Oh, you be? Do you think you have the?
The justice, yes, I do.
Okay, so no stabbing,
No stabbing.
no deadpan stare.
Oh, I don't know about that one, but we can make it work.
Yeah, we'll work
Okay.
on it.
Okay, yeah, okay, that sounds good. Ree, what's your cover story?
I can be the mom.
What?
Hurry!
I
You're
guess.
gonna hold Mari? Disgusting.
No, I guess that one.
What about Serge? I think he's gonna stay here too, right?
What the fuck? Okay. Oh,
Probably
hold
for the
on.
best. He can
Yeah.
kind of.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Kale kind of looks around and says, I guess I can go back to my old cover name, ironically enough, Kane.
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 Yeah, because people would see Kale in the wanted posters all the time, and anytime somebody would come up to me and be like, hey, aren't you guy from that wanted poster? I'd be like, what, do you think all tieflings look alike, buddy? And then that typically gets them to go away.
Oh, you know what? I like it. Makes sense.
It's a good way to get people to leave you alone, just make it feel uncomfortable. Works most of the
Then
time.
we were not incorrect to call you Kane earlier. See,
Oh,
Trix.
not too
see,
long.
Jonas.
Whoa, who's that? Wait, who's Drake?
Oh, who's
Tricks,
who's
huh?
Drake?
My bad. We're using three freaking fucking names.
Wow, I've never heard of a rogue named Trikes.
Drake's?
I hated it.
That's a good
Gonna
nickname, though, to be
restrain
fair.
That would be pretty cool, but it seems a little bit outlandish.
Seems not from around here. So.
It seems like if someone were to use like firearms a lot in like video
I don't know, man. It's a good name. Very marketable. Very marketable.
I mean, it could be, but I feel like if someone wanted to be taken seriously, they may want to see about a name change.
Nice. Nice.
But hey, I think we all have our stories together. Vala, in case how do I say this? In case for some reason someone goes onto the ship when none of us are here, and they see you in your prisoner clothing, it may be best to say that you are a servant. Is that fine with you?
That could work, yes.
Okay. I don't, obviously want to demean you, and quite honestly, you can probably kill all of us with a look, but we do need to stay
Just breaks out
cautious.
his cold sweat.
Okay, I
Hopefully-
think that. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Hopefully we will not find out if that's the case or not.
Sincerely doubt it. Sincerely, you seem like a very nice woman. Truly.
Thank you. And if
course.
somebody does end up wandering onto the ship that does not belong, this could help. And she snaps her fingers, and you watch as her form shifts a bit to something a lot more human. Her brownish gray scaled skin turns more pale and fair, and her hair shifts from that of the snake-like appendages to that of some long braided brownish black hair. This could pass as a disguise. The uniform will have to go, obviously, but I can get around.
Wow. Akira's staring at her with his mouth wide open. Yeah, that would work. Are we all ready? Are we all good?
How are we calling Refill?
Dada.
Yes, that's fine.
Mari, we're not playing that role yet, mate.
Oh yeah, you're right. Absolutely. Right, John, let's go.
You into a different space. You're okay.
Okay, yeah. I just regress. Sorry, it happens.
Kale
No
just takes
fucking way.
the scroll from the table and saying, "I am not unpacking that. Y'all have a good morning. I'm going up top." And he walks out the room.
Oh no!
Okay, so while the ship is actually the fucking ship, and Akira runs out of the room and heads to the wheel.
Alrighty. So, what we will do, because like I said, you guys got 3.5 days to kill. Over the course of those days, what is everybody kind of getting up to, as the days goes on in the ship? Is there anything anybody would like to do, any downtime activities that they wanted to get done, anything like that?
Akira is subtly raising up the residence of Medusa.
Okay, fair enough. I will say if you decide to do that, we'll hold. Actually, no. Yeah, we'll hold on to that. We'll get to that in a moment. Anybody else? What is everybody doing? We'll just go down the line.
Well, let's see. If Vala's busy, then Justin, after his prayer, is going to he's going to do his workouts, but he misses his good friend Refill and wants to spend a bit of time with her too.
So maybe we can go into the city and look around.
Absolutely.
Okay. Are we all going together at the same time, or?
Oh, we're not there yet.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
no,
guys,
but...
yeah. This is basically
No,
just
no.
like as you guys are traveling, you know.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is... okay,
like
I
this is
see.
yeah. This is a downtime period. So like, I'm not gonna be going through like every single day individually because that will be here in the ocean for like years. So this will be. We'll have those little bits where it'll be like, all right, you're going to this bit. What are you guys doing on the way? You know. And then I will determine if you guys run into anything on the way there, you know, like encounter-wise, stuff like that. So yeah, this is basically just like if you guys have any downtime. If you want, I actually have a list of downtime activities that you guys can get up to. If you want me to
Ooh, yeah,
get the
post
list here.
that.
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't have it like in a document form. It's in a book. But I'll go ahead and read off some of the options real quick. Some of them, obviously, you won't be able to do on the ship because you're out in the middle of the water. So some of them, like, you won't be able to do here, but...
I can walk on water.
You could certainly try.
Wait, can you actually?
There's a spell that lets you do
it. I'm College of Lore, so I'm gonna steal that spell one day. Just wait.
Reefel can do like yoga and stretches while Justin works out every morning.
Hell yeah!
She's like, I ain't gonna lift all that, but I'll do some little stretches.
You can see Justin try to like copy, like do the same thing too, just to join in.
She can like fold herself like a goddamn pretzel. I'd love to see him try to do that.
He does his best. You hear some fucking bones cracking.
Falls into like a fucking Rubik's Cube.
Exactly.
Yeah, is he at least gonna take his armor off for it?
Yes, he learned his lesson with Vala.
Good. Thank God. I would love to see him do yoga in full fucking armor.
Nah, he's gonna take off his armor from now on to work out. I don't know why he forgot that. Just that one day working out with Vala, big mistake.
Yeah, I will say if you are interested in like keeping up with that, she'll keep going to like every morning, and because you both are going to be doing workouts in the morning, so if you want to join her, you still have the opportunity to do so. The first one was definitely like the worst of it. I'll say over time you do slowly get acclimated to it, like you slowly like start getting used to it. It's still rough as shit for you because her workouts are insane, even for you.
Muscle!
You at least feel confident enough that if literally anybody else in the ship tried to join you on this, they would have crashed and burned way before you would have.
I see Reefel like trying and like quits like 20 minutes in every single day.
Yeah, Reevel's just like, I want to join, and then like the first task, just like, all right, 100 push-ups. She's like, haha, what?
Yeah, she can do like a fraction of what
I can do 10 push-ups.
Yeah, if they do 100, she'll do like 10. They lift 50 pounds, she lifts 5 pounds, stuff like that.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Go on, let's go with that, Laco.
Hell yeah. All right, so general downtime activities. I'll go through the list real quick. So the first one, the most popular one that everybody goes to is what we like to call carousing. Carousing is basically just any sort of like fun activity, like the classic, like go to a tavern, go get a couple drinks, have a chat with some folks, just overall relaxation. There's nothing really gained out of that, nothing lost or anything like that. But if you're doing it in like a public space, like at a tavern or something like that, shenanigans could unfold, things like that. You can also, if you're proficient in certain tools, you can try crafting items. So, for example, if you have like an herbalism kit, you can try making like your own like potions and things like that if you have the right tools for it. If you have like leather workers tools, you can try making your own like leather armor, your own clothes, stuff like that. There's also magic item crafting. That one's a lot more complicated and a lot more expensive, so you guys probably won't do that here. Another one that you can't exactly do right now because you're not near a populated area, which is your good old crime. You can do crime. So there's rules. There's rules for that. That one's always fun.
No.
That's amazing.
You can get up to some gambling, do some, card games, maybe rolling some dice, putting some money on the line, see what happens. Depending on what kind of city or town you're in, this is a rare one, but there's occasionally there's pit fighting, or just getting into brawls in general. There is just straight up relaxation, kind of similar to the carousing, but with less alcohol. So that can also be like, say like, if you're out in the town, maybe going to like a sauna or something like that, or like a public bathhouse, getting a nice bath, because, in fantasy times, a nice bath is a very rare accommodation, so those are always good to have every once in a while. Religious services, so anybody that worships a god or something like that, if you're near like a temple, or just you can just, wherever you are, you want to pray, do some stuff like that. There's that. Doing research on certain topics, if you are near a library, is also something you can do. And let's see, is there any other ones? And general training. So if you wanted to like learn a new skill, or like learn a new proficiency in something, you can do that as well. So yeah, just a general outline. Half of those you can't really do at the moment, because again, you're on the seas, so no populated areas to interact with. But yeah, that gives you like a good idea of like things you can do in your downtime. We're not limited to that, obviously. So if there's anything outside of any of that you wanted to try, just let me know. Like, for example, Akira trying to riz up Vala. That would be outside of the book. We'll get to that.
A little bit of Rizzy,
So, with that all being said, any ideas you guys have on what your characters would be doing during these 3.5 days of travel?
So is it like it's possible to learn new skills through this kind of stuff?
Yeah, if you are exposed to the right resources, you could try to, figure some stuff out. So I say like there will be like certain checks that you'd have to make that we can try out, but yeah. Some of the things that you might want to do, you might not be able to get done in the 3.5 days you're traveling, but we can like record the progress, so that way like the next time you do, like, so when you like leave Vermilia and go off to wherever you go next, you can continue what you were doing from before.
So then can Reeful start trying to learn like acrobatics?
Sure, let me take a look at that here. So with the training,
I figure if they're like doing training, then she can just put that as part of it,
Yeah, so yes, okay. So if you're trying to learn acrobatics, the way training typically works is that if you're receiving training in a language or tool, it would typically take you at least 10 work weeks to do. If it's a straight up skill, that could be double that. So it could be 20 work weeks.
Okay.
So
Well,
something that you'd
might
be
as
doing
well.
over a long period of time.
Oh yeah, might as well start.
And the training costs on average would be 25 gold per work week.
Well,
It'd have to be like a place that she goes to.
It could be, or you could be working with somebody that is also proficient in acrobatics. You could do that as well.
So it's just
sorry,
like regardless, regardless of where or how I'm learning, I'd have to spend money to do so.
Yeah, I guess it's like a general like resources. So like, if you're doing it like a if you're learning the traditional way, then like setting up like for I would say in acrobatics terms, like maybe like setting up environments where you would practice that. So kind of like gymnastics kind of stuff. You need to like purchase
Right.
equipment in order to practice that sort of things.
I see.
And yeah, and then depending on how that would go,
how about to learn a new language?
a new language would be at least 10 work weeks. Same thing, 25 gold per work week. So
Kira.
That shit is
Yeah,
so
we're gonna have to
expensive.
listen, this shit ain't free.
Yeah, I didn't even know you could do that in D&D. This is
Me
news to me.
neither. This is
Yeah,
news to me,
me
bro.
too.
I'm
Huh?
listening.
I only
Yeah.
had one experience with this.
One of the reasons why adventuring is really important, you know, you gotta get the money somehow, and gotta have something to spend.
Right.
If
Yeah,
you
no, I
learn-
like it to be honest, because like some D&D adventures I have, we just never use our fucking gold.
Yeah, it happens. I think it's because like a lot of players and DMs as well are just like, all right, you guys are doing all this great adventuring, and you guys got all this gold. Man, if only you could do something with that, though. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be like, hey, yo, can I go to a fucking shop, bro? Like, I'm about to clean this shit.
Yeah.
What if you want to learn something from someone else also cost gold? Or can they tell you to like pay this amount?
That would be a part of training as well. So you could like go out and find a trainer, and maybe like most of the gold would be going to pay that person, you know, to like
Yeah,
teach
but
you how
like
to
one
do
of
this kind of
us.
stuff.
If someone learns it from one, like from each other.
Yeah. So I would say, I'll say, yeah, we'll do this. If you are learning it, if you're learning a skill from another player, both of you would have to be like working together on that. I will say, we'll cut down the spending down from 25 gold to 10 gold per week, so it'll be a lot
You have to
cheaper.
pay that player. I'm guessing.
But yeah, so like I would say the 10 gold would just be from like the resources in general, so that like
Oh,
the other person wouldn't get that 10 gold. That would just be expended.
Damn.
I know. But
I was gonna say like.
so
make
you have the
week
upside.
slicker or
The
something.
downside is that that other player would be like joining you for that training. I'll say. Let's see. Do I want to cut that time down? Yeah, we'll say it's the same time, so like the 10 work weeks, and the person that is helping the person that is trading doesn't exactly get anything. But because they're helping, it makes the other player spend less money. So you are
Okay.
technically helping. So that is what I will decide.
I just think it was like RPG. Just some things you just spend money for. You just spend it because.
Yeah, and I will also, as you guys are making progress on this stuff, I will be rolling for complications as well, because nothing is without consequence after all.
Right.
Ah, there's our
Nice.
DM. I thought it was a little too peaceful.
Yeah.
Let's break my ankle.
But, yeah, so if anybody's doing any training or anything similar to that where it takes a set amount of time, I will tell them, like, all right, at this point, you have spent 1 work week on this task, and I will leave that to you guys to, like, writing down on your character sheet somewhere that you have, like, 1 work week of experience with this activity. So, Refill, for example, after these 3.5 days, you would have half a work week towards, what were you trying to learn? Acrobatics, right?
Acrobatics, yeah.
So yeah, half of a work week towards acrobatics, basically.
Let's see.
And for every work week that you achieve, and I'll say a work week is like 4 days or so in total.
Okay.
You know, because we're not gonna do like, you know, you're not gonna be doing this every single day as you go on.
Working my
so.
9 to 5.
Yeah,
acrobatics.
basically. Yeah, then like
a
40
full-time
hours a
job.
week kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'll say, yeah, I'll say once you get to Vermilia, yeah, I'll say you have 1 full work week towards acrobatics.
Okay, well, I don't have the money for it, so it's gonna have to wait.
Yeah, we'll mark it off eventually. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'll
So
say
I
like
can, like,
once you
put
have
it
the money
down
for
and
it, yeah, you just keep
Oh,
track
okay,
of that on
cool.
your own. I trust you guys that you won't be like cheating or anything like that. So I will
Suddenly I
leave
know
that to
20
your
languages.
responsibility. All right, but
I can speak work.
so Refill, who are you working with then on that task?
I don't. Maybe Justin. If Justin wants
Justin,
to.
are you proficient in acrobatics?
Unfortunately, I am not. I'm proficient in athletics.
Is anyone proficient in acrobatics in our group?
Yeah,
So
I'll
what-
be a little bit of a ninja. Yeah.
Ooh, Akira, you wanna help me learn?
Will this fuck up his rizzing time?
No, I will say you.
A
This is.
non-stop riz.
I will say you're doing your rizzing off the clock, so you're good.
Okay, then yeah. I don't mind.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so I'll say also take a note that Akira is your trainer, basically, so he will be
Okay.
helping you with that.
I see.
Akira is literally Ari from League of Legends, bro.
Who?
God.
Ari.
True.
Where do these
Fair
go
enough.
down in? As like proficiencies or?
Yeah, so this would be, so this is going towards a skill proficiency in acrobatics.
Okay.
So obviously don't mark that you have acrobatics yet, you're still training.
Right.
But you can just
What does
mark it
acrobatics
anywhere.
Okay.
Acrobatics is sort of similar to how like Justin will like roll a lot of like athletics checks for like grappling and stuff, and this like lifting heavy objects. Acrobatics is typically used for avoiding grapple checks. So like if there is like an opposed check, acrobatics could be something that is used to like get out of that. And then also like anything that would involve any like abnormal nimbleness, I would say. So like typically in older editions, acrobatics was to be something that a lot of like rogues and thieves would get up to. That was like their common thing. So a lot of it would be like like walking tight ropes, like what am I trying to think of?
So
it's
you automatically pass those checks?
Well, you would still have to roll. It is a skill proficiency, so you have to roll to see if you succeed or fail. But for the most part, it's like just doing like gymnastics-esque kind of things, you know. So like, let's say if you're like doing like somebody's chasing while on the streets and you're trying to like vault over a cart to make sure you don't trip, that would be an acrobatics check.
Okay.
And
Trying to
yeah, stuff
parkour,
like
you
that.
know?
It doesn't come up very often, but it is the only skill in D&D that uses dexterity. It's the only one.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's not it. What am I talking about? That's wrong. Ignore that. Ignore what I just said. That is incorrect. I'm thinking athletics is the only one with strength. That's what I was thinking of. Acrobatics is sort of like athletics is like mirror, in a sense.
Interesting.
But yeah, it can be pretty useful. Fun fact, in earlier editions, and I think it was the 2nd edition, there was literally a class that was called the Acrobat.
Ooh.
Oh.
And they were and their whole thing was just, it was like they were basically like a spin-off of the Thief class, because back in earlier editions the Rogue class didn't exist. It was called the Thief class. It didn't turn into the Rogue class until 3rd edition, I want to say. But it was sort of like a mirror of the Thief class that didn't focus less on like overall thievery, pickpocketing, stuff like that, and focus more on, breaking in and out of places, like that typical cat burglar kind of thing. So kind of like basically the Catwoman, basically. That's how I would describe it. That is what an acrobat was. And then people are just like, yo, acrobats cringe. Can we just take all these thievery type people and put it all into one category? And then boom, Rogue was born. Fun bit of D&D lore.
Very interesting.
Yeah. I know this game too well.
That ain't a bad thing at all.
Anyways, jumping from that, we have Justin, Mari, and Jonas. Anything you guys are getting up to during your downtime?
Today, I want to make a
Go ahead.
bell.
I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
Say that again, Jonas?
I want to make a bell.
You want to
I'm gonna
make
make an
a
alarm bell.
Okay.
That's my duty for today.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would you go into making
What?
that bell?
Anything that's like, if there's like a pot or something, and then you attach like a spoon through it, and then you make that shit wiggle in the middle with like a little rope. Makeshift
Okay.
bell.
All right. I will say go ahead and roll me a survival check to see if you can kind of get the supplies and the know-how to put this together.
Okay, not bad. Okay.
Okay. So you do a bunch of searching throughout the ship, and you're trying to look for like maybe like a pot or something like that. But as you look around, you actually find a really large ceramic pot, or at least something that looks ceramic. It looks to be like a mix of like the ceramic pottery and also like bits of bronze etched through. Looks pretty old, something that probably might have been like a commission from somebody, you know, maybe that's like wherever the ship was going to go next, this was supposed to be delivered to somebody. But you take the whole thing, and you're like, this is big enough to make a decent noise, and you take some of the silverware from the kitchen, you know, you like tie some knots here and there. And where would you like to fasten this?
I'm gonna put this under where the crow nest is. So like on the other side of the ladder.
Okay, so it takes you the better part of like a few hours trying to like brainstorm how you're gonna get this thing up there, and like, you know, working the rigging of the masts to get this thing up there, because this is a bit heavy. But eventually, after a bunch of hours of working on this, you do get this thing, this large pot thing. You do get it like tied up in a spot where it's like very sturdy, not going to be going anywhere. Hooked up to this long rope, and as soon as you hit the ground, you kind of take the rope and you give it a nice pull, and it lets out not a super loud ding, but like sort of like a very brassy, like a twang noise. Not super loud, but you think if somebody's like lightly sleeping, if you ring it enough, it could wake them up.
Okay.
You're
Well, there you go.
with a 17, yeah, it's pretty successful. Takes you the better part of a day. And yeah, you're pretty happy with what you came up with.
Just so everybody knows, if I ring this, and I like ring it like a couple times, danger, okay? Something's coming, so wake your ass up.
Danger.
There you go. And I continue looking out on the sea.
Hell yeah. I'll go, Mari, you're up next. I'll say, what would you like to do during your time on the boat? Since I think Justin's still in the bathroom.
I wanna
I'll
ask-
be next. I'm here though.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I would be asking Reeful how to speak Draconic so I can talk to Search.
Ooh, okay, so you're also going to be doing some training. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll say you'll be kind of in the same boat. It'll be 10 gold per work week. At least 10 work weeks, and we'll say you have 1 week of progress so far. So go ahead and write that down on your sheet, and also write down that Reeful's helping you with that.
Okay.
All right, Justin, you're up.
Okay. So, other than praying, other than working out with Vala and spending time with Reeful, I'm gonna say he is. He's actually gonna try to reinforce the ship.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to do some onboard repairs, basically?
Yes.
Okay. I will say... Here, let me check something. Let's see. What would this be? Let me read some things here. Okay. Go into a little detail for me, how you plan on fixing the ship up.
So, let's see. He's gonna go around just fixing perhaps some like the weaker, sort of like more damaged spots of the ship. Like, yeah, it's good enough to like sail, right? But what you call it, Kale has mentioned a few times that they will need to fix up the ship here and there. So he wants to do exactly that by gathering supplies, maybe some half broken wood lying around, and using some, if they have nails plus some metal tools to help like kind of plank up and board up the ship's weaker spots.
Alrighty. I would say in that case, go ahead. Let me a survival check.
Oh, don't fail me now. 1, 2, and... Oh, Okay.
18. Okay.
Hey, good
Yeah,
job.
so you actually do find a bit of extra wood
God is good.
kind of stashed around here. You know, it doesn't look super pretty, but you do kind of like rig up some of the rope, and you actually have to like go on the outside of the hull as it's moving and like kind of fix up some of the planks, you know, kind of very quickly like ripping out some of the really singed and weaker ones and replacing with newer ones. It takes you, you know, a good couple days to like get some fixed up, but I say over the few days that you're doing it, you'll fix probably, let's see here. I'll say you fix 5 hit points worth of health on the ship. Which doesn't seem like a lot, but since you're, you know, you're doing it while the ship is moving with whatever you have lying around the ship, not bad.
Neat. He might not be able to cook up a good dinner, but you know he still is good with his hands. So I'm happy with that.
And I will say,
What?
No, I was saying pause because he said something suggestive. No, you can continue.
Also, I'll say,
Cool,
Justin,
now that you
as you're
mentioned
doing this, question for you as you're doing this: are you wearing your armor while you're doing the repairs?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, probably for the best.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I think you made a joke about it last. I think you made a joke
That
about
he's
it
always
last
wearing his
session.
armor.
Yeah, and I think Kale mentioned it. Like, listen, you fall overboard into the water with that armor, dude. You're sinking to the bottom.
I think whatchamacallit, I'd imagine that it's Reeful who actually, like, Justin would, but I imagine it's Reeful who's telling Justin take off the armor and then, you know, going up with that.
I like to imagine maybe like somebody convince you. It was just like, listen, man, if you go in the water and you gotta have to strip that armor, you don't want to, you know, you don't want your dad's armor sinking to the bottom of the ocean now, do you? And you're just like, oh yeah,
Exactly.
that's a really good point. Yeah, I'll leave it on the ship then.
Exactly.
And thankfully, you're not tied up by a rope around your waist, hanging off the side of the ship, wearing like 50 pounds worth of armor. That'll make the job a little harder. Alrighty, and I think that's everybody. And then I'll say, Akira, with your little scene, we're gonna jump into that right after we take our halftime break. We're gonna go ahead and take like 5 minutes real quick here.
Sounds cool.
And then we'll jump into that scene as soon as we get back. Before we go anywhere though, just wanted to say Leteco, Indies Nuts, and Herpes Free since 01. Thank you all for the follows. I highly appreciate that. Welcome to the archives. Hope you guys are enjoying the show.
Oh no. Oh no. I mean, it's like yay, but it's like no.
Congrats. Also, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
And I'll be right back.
I'll get some water.
And yeah, everybody go ahead, and this means chat too. Go ahead and take your bathroom breaks if you need. Go stay hydrated and all that. I'm gonna go do the exact same thing. We'll be back within 5 minutes. We'll be back. We'll still be audible though, so don't panic. I am back.
Welcome back
water.
Just ate a fucking cough drop and then I drank water. I'm actually just dying.
Oh, no. Don't do that. That's bad.
I'm gonna do my best.
Please don't die. I just started the campaign.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you this out of curiosity. If our characters do like die, do you allow us to re-roll a character? Like make a new one? Or
yeah.
how
So
do you do
in any case that somebody were, you know, to die, because I hope I made it clear during the session 0 that there is a chance that you guys could die. You know, that's not, you know, that's not gonna be off the table. But if that were to
I like
happen, I
consequences
would,
to actions.
yeah. So I'd say if that were to go down, we'd like, you know, jump into a call one-on-one, try to figure out what, you know, what to do next.
Cool.
So it could be like,
I was asking because I already have a few character ideas that could be used easily in case I do die. It just depends on where we are in the story. But
yeah.
I'm hoping that lucky feat keeps me from certain death.
Yeah, lucky feats are always fun. My favorite, I love it how like so many people in the D&D community are just like, oh man, Lucky's so broken. And I'm just sitting there like, have you seen people use Lucky? Most people forget that they have it after like 3 sessions. Like, not exactly broken if you're not using it.
Yeah, like I know it's there in the back of my head, but I'm like, yeah, I don't want to. It's like it's the thing with using potions in RPGs. You don't want to waste it, right?
Yeah.
So you just like take it to the chin until like absolutely, you know, you fucked up.
Yeah,
like I'm probably not
that's
gonna use it
me
unless
to
I
a
get like a
T.
fucking a 1.
I'm always that guy that's like always just hoarding everything.
Yeah.
Anytime I was playing Dark and Darker with my friends, they would always be yelling at me like, use your gear. I'm like, what if I need it for later? And they're like, this is the last day of the beta. Just use it. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right.
Bro, it stems from playing nothing but RPGs my whole fucking life. Like that's where it comes from. Yeah, and I know you mentioned Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 earlier. So they're actually my 2 favorite games of all time. Like they're
Hell
my
yeah, man.
like top 1 and 2. And not Trix. Dancho's character reminds me of one of the like more prolific characters in the game. His name is Minsk. Let me
Yeah,
see
I immediately think of Minsk, yeah.
Oh, you know about? Oh, have you played Baldur's Gate?
I have not like, so I tried playing the first Baldur's Gate like years ago, but it was like really hard to get into.
Yeah, because it's very
it's very dated, unfortunately, and yeah, I'm not too experienced with like computer RPGs, or like that kind of style of like the D&D-esque, but it's, you know, I guess like the computer tabletop games is what I would call it. It's like there's, you know, there's always like there's other like RPGs like, you know, like the Elder Scrolls series and The Witcher and stuff like that, you know, the more like action oriented ones. But yeah, I think I tried getting into it a while back, but yeah, didn't get too into it though. I do know Minsk just because like a lot of the characters from the Baldur's Gate series are just like, you know, they're so synonymous with D&D. You see their faces all the time and you hear about them just from like, you know, people talking about them. So Minsk is just one of those characters where it's just like, ah, yes, I know him. People talk about him a lot because he's funny. He's got that cool little buddy that hangs out with him. Yeah. Very fun.
It's almost uncanny how much they resemble each other, like personality wise. Although I think Minsk is like actually mentally fucking deranged. I don't think it's a joke.
I think most D&D adventurers are a bit deranged.
yeah, I can see that, especially like a few months into the campaign. Yeah.
I always have to hold myself back sometimes. Like, so I'll always want to like just start going down a tangent and be like, "There's just one character that I play," and you know, it's like anytime anybody's talking about something, I'm like, "Nope, it's not about me. It's not about just move on. This is not what we're here for."
D&D is like you spend so long like, you know, playing it that like it becomes like truly a part of your life, and it's really nice.
Absolutely, yeah.
Returned.
Welcome back.
I'm back. Did we ever update the character sheet? Also, I still can't edit to add the the language learning for the one weekend.
Why is it giving you issues? It's so
I
weird.
have no idea.
Let me double check something real quick.
Mhm.
Yeah, everything looks like it's fine. That's weird. But if you're talking about the Fey Touch feat, I do have that added to your sheet now.
Okay.
It's towards
We
the
needed to
bottom
add
of your
the point.
abilities.
Yeah, we just needed to add the point to int and then add the hex spell.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, what the fuck did you
Plus
just
one
tag
to-
me in?
+1 to intelligence. Oh, Yami was just saying how your just in time is very similar to an existing character from Baldur's Gate.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wait, Baldur's Gate is 1 or 2? Because I remember a character being like that in 3.
Was Minsc in
Oh,
both of them?
Huh?
Yami, was Minsc in just one, or is he in both games?
Where'd he go?
Wait, what'd you say? My bad.
Oh, there he is.
I was saying,
Oh,
is
no, we-
Minsc in just the first game, or is he in both games?
He's in both games. Yeah, he's
Okay,
like a companion.
Wait, what's his name? Mint Skin?
I put a video in general chat in the Discord server.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Oh, Minsk. Okay.
Yeah.
You're saying he's like Justin? Or Justin's like him, rather?
Yeah. Mimi, what was the other thing you needed to add to your sheet?
The hex spell.
Ah, okay, I gotcha.
Thank you. It's all that it does is every time like I go to add something or edit something, it'll let me like type everything in, and then once I click out, it'll just reset back to what it was before, and I'm so confused.
That is very strange.
Has it been
Ooh,
5
I'm gonna-
minutes?
I think so. I'll go ahead and swap that to the main scene here. I'll do here. Let me add the spell in on Mari's sheet real quick, and then we'll be good.
Yeah, Dancho.
Hmm.
the fucking Eggman and Shadow the Hedgehog thing you sent in. You want to know why I made that tweet, bro?
Oh, why?
Let me send you something. So this is.
Gotta type it all in manually. An hour.
Looking at DMs.
Oh.
That's the most recent version of my
right.
rebrand.
There we go.
Shadow the
Mari,
Were-
got that all
It's
fixed
not
up for
Shadow the
you.
Hedgehog. You're Shadow the Werewolf.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shit, though. You're looking like a real rocker. Holy crap.
Thank you.
Well, I want to see. No.
Honestly, here, let me show you.
Oh, hell yeah. Top secret.
Werewolf Rebel.
Ooh, looking good.
Thank you.
I love that.
you.
Hell yeah.
Definitely feel more in tune with that than my current brand. So I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm gonna have
Wait,
to.
are we landing? No.
I'm gonna have to update that for VTW at some point when I get free time.
Oh hell yeah! I can't believe I fucking lost though. That's actually crazy.
Did you guys watch
Yeah, it couldn't
that?
be me.
Did
If
you
I
guys
was a
watch the
wrestler,
match?
I wouldn't have lost.
I still need to add the rest of y'all. Trix, you need to send me I forget, you said you had like the PNG for your new form coming up? Trix?
I don't think Trix is back. I
Holy
think he
shit.
fell in the toilet.
Oh no.
Again?
But yeah, I'm right now. I just got Yami and Dancho into VTW just because like I know I've talked to you guys one-on-one about the VTW stuff. I'm gonna add the rest of y'all in. I actually made Trix's current character, like his standard PNG that I used before the Hades one. Not too happy with it though. It didn't turn out that great. Trying to make his armor was really hard, so I'm gonna try to do his more like demonic version at some point. Hopefully that'll turn out better.
Actually, I'm actually quite happy. I actually made a Trix in my my wrestling thing. I actually like the way he turned out. I gotta boot it up again, but if I do, I'll send it to you how my Trix look
Hell
like.
yeah. Depending if you used any DLC or not, I could just download it and just straight up use it.
Ah.
We'll work with that outside of D&D though. That'll be like another free day. Yeah, in the future.
Yeah.
I see how's everybody doing in chat so far. Lobo, my lovely mod, says, Solaka, how many war crimes has Dancho made on accident already? That's a good question. Dancho, would you like to...
Well, if anything, he was actually the victim of this campaign. He got fucking 10 gold stolen from him.
Yeah.
Stolen? It wasn't stolen.
Yeah, pretty up however you like, man. You fucking practically just coerced them into giving it to you.
Bro, listen, it is what it. I'm chaotic neutral, man. I'm not a good person.
Bro, I expect Jonas to do that, but yet he had more morals than you this entire trip.
Listen, Jonas doesn't
Stealing.
have the vocal finagling of a bard. Okay.
I can't tell who's the actual thief, the rogue or the fucking bard.
Rogues don't have to be necessarily thieves.
That's kind of racist.
Hey, it's not just those two. We've, I think everybody except for Justin has a little bit of experience. maybe a little bit here and there, you know.
Well, I guess if you technically count his backstory, but right now, yes.
Alrighty. Trix, are you back? Oh.
I'm back.
Ah, welcome back. Alrighty. Trix, we were talking about something earlier. Would you mind sending me at some point today your new PNG? I want to see if I can make you into VTW at some point.
My new PNG.
Yeah, you have like I remember you talking about stream that you had like a full version for if anybody wanted to do like art of like your updated form, if you know what I mean. Remember you talking about that? Don't you have like something prepared in the works?
Do you have an updated PNG for your new design, my friend?
Oh, I thought we were talking about D&D.
No. For VTW, my wrestling thing. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I have no idea what that was, but
yeah.
No, yeah, I can send you.
Hell yeah, yeah. It was a little off topic. We were talking about that while you were gone, so I figured while we're on the topic.
Sure.
Hell yeah, man. All right. If everybody's here, we can go and jump right back into our festivities. So, Akira, my good friend, we're gonna try to put on the moves.
You know, just some subtle machinations. You know what I mean?
Alrighty. So, what time of the day do you go to find Valo and have a quick chat with her?
I go find Vala as soon as the sun starts to lower in the sky. I invite her to the captain's quarters to have a nice little chat and some tea.
Okay. I'll say towards the evening. You find her towards the you actually find her on the top of the deck, towards the bow of the ship, right towards the tip. She's actually like sitting cross-legged, meditating towards the front, staring out Yeah, we'll say she's staring out towards the sun's the setting sun. She's just kind of got her eyes closed and just doing a slow breathing exercise.
I quietly walk up to stand beside her and like lean against the side of the ship, and I also look up at the sky. I speak. I say, isn't it a little bit lonely standing out here alone, just looking up at the sky?
Sometimes. Lonely is not the word I would use, though. Peaceful is what I would call it.
Ah. So you're the type to enjoy the silence and solidarity of being alone.
Yes, it is something that my kind is accustomed to.
It's not really something I'm very used to, but quite recently, being quiet and getting away from the chaos a little bit has kept my brain somewhat intact. So I can definitely understand the attraction. He wipes his hands on his pants because he's getting sweaty.
She opens her eyes for a moment and looks towards you. Attraction, you say?
Yeah, I mean, the wind, the sky, endless with its stars. I'd say that it's quite beautiful, wouldn't you?
Yes, it is. The world is very beautiful at times.
I mean, you don't exactly seem to be a stranger to beauty, being one yourself.
Many would disagree with you.
The hell is, sorry. I mean, I've never really met too many people that would just blatantly disagree with my judgment of the fair species. I think that I have a pretty discerning eye when it comes to beauty, you know, being someone of my talents. And I can say that by far, you are probably the most striking woman I've met in recent years.
I'll say with that, roll me a persuasion check.
Let's fucking get it. About to use like 3 lucky dice right now in a row.
Look at that.
Oh no, I'll take that. I'll
Are
take
you
that. I'll take
are
that.
you joking?
What you mean?
Elris.
PayPal.
Okay, go ahead.
She pauses for a moment and thinks about your statement. I appreciate the sentiment, at least. It's not exactly easy to appreciate one's own beauty when much of society thinks you are a monster, in a sense. Having a cursed lineage is difficult to bear sometimes.
You know, in spite of, outward appearances, I know a little bit about stress and pressure of people looking in and not really knowing how it is to live your own life and the things that come with your birth. And I can say without a shadow of a doubt that in spite of what society may think about your beauty, all that truly matters is how you feel about it. And me, because I think you're very, very pretty.
Thank you. I don't hear those words very often. She like slowly begins to stand up, still looking out towards the sunset, kind of crossing her arms a bit. Beauty is something that I hold very near and dear to my heart. It is not something that I typically think of when it comes to my own, though.
I mean, we have about 3 months until we get to favor. I think that I can change your mind about that.
Then you will have to put in a good effort, then.
Then that means that you are accepting of my little quest.
That would be?
Then I will put the utmost effort in, unlike anything else I've done in my life. I've been called a lot of things. A charlatan, a thief, a playboy, but I've never been called a liar. Oh, I mean I have, but not by women.
Then I guess we will see over time if those statements hold true.
Indeed we shall. Would you like some tea? I made a fresh batch in my cabin. If you'd want to go down.
Sure, why not?
Well, let's go. He he grabs her finger. He grabs her finger with his smaller hand and walks towards the stairs.
As soon as you like lay your fingers upon her hands, she like kind of jolts up and like points at you. Not the time yet. You still have to earn it.
I've been cringing this whole time. We just want to be known.
I'm liking this, but
Justin, please go take his woman.
Okay,
why me?
Don't
Sorry.
left you.
He's just working out with her.
Please
So-
tell me she's a lesbian. Please, God.
Okay, so hand holding is a future endeavor. Understood. We can work up to that. He gives her a wink.
She rolls her eyes.
And then they live happily ever after. Okay, I need
Sure.
to be done with this scene. Okay, W progress. Let's go.
I wonder how a Kitsune Medusa child would look like.
We'll see in a couple of months.
He wants the
very
hold on,
interesting
couple
to
of
see.
months.
the Medusa.
I wonder.
W Riz, come on. That's 21, 22.
No, she's gonna be a hard nut to crack, bro.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Well, you want your nut cracked, you better work at it.
Bro, listen, literally, I've already said his ultimate dream is to get a fucking Kitsune harem. So it's gonna be hard work, you know? Hard work.
You know, I thought you were fucking around, but
No.
Oh my god.
No, he needs a harem of beautiful, powerful women to help him take over his kingdom.
Hey, Trix. Hey, Trix.
I'm just observing, man.
He's like, keep me
And
out of this, bro.
it makes me uncomfortable how good Laco is at that voice. It makes me genuinely uncomfortable.
It's because you're not the only player that's ever tried to flirt with me before. I have experience, fuckers.
Dude, add Yami to your +1 on the plane. Like, holy shit.
Jesus Christ. I felt the tension. It was a lot of good chemistry.
Yeah,
I feel like Yami forgot it was Laco for a second.
Yeah, honestly, I was sitting here like, you know, pants getting.
What?
Hey, can Yami have disadvantage to his next 3 like fucking persuasion
You know what?
checks?
I second that notion.
Why?
What the fuck was that?
What did I do?
You know what? Just because of that, here, roll me a dex save real quick.
Oh
No! No!
Welcome to your first nat 1, baby.
Bro.
What happened? You know what?
Write this shit.
You know what? I'm gonna let it happen. I'm not even gonna touch Lucky because I know that in spite of any dex fails, I'm still gonna win the woman. I'm not even gonna, you know, fuck it. Let's go.
As you were walking with Vala and you're like escorting over to T, you kind of like open the door to the captain's quarters and like escort her in, and like you're like, you know, staring at her as she's walking in, and as you do so, you hit your head on the door. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. It won't be too rough,
Okay.
Okay. Don't make me have you roll again.
Okay, man.
Yeah,
I'm disciplined.
I just want you to know, if you said one word about time, I would have just jumped in there and said, "Hey, it's somebody call for."
I mean, I definitely said a matter of time. You didn't come in, so you missed your chance, man.
I was just joking. I wasn't actually gonna fucking ruin this for you.
Oh no! You
just
can,
his head
you know.
smashed through one of the windows. Did somebody say T? They're just
Did
like,
somebody say time?
Alrighty, so here's what we're gonna do. As you guys are all going through all those little adventures, obviously you guys still have to be, you know, keeping watch on the horizons, making sure nothing's getting the jump on you. So I'll say over the course of the next 3.5 days, throughout your watches, everybody go ahead and roll me a perception check. This will be for the entirety of your course.
Oh, let's fucking go. Okay.
Okay.
I'll take average rolls.
Yeah. Not bad.
Alrighty, so Mari, you don't really notice too much during your watch. A lot of times.
Why?
How did that make
A
you
lot of the
fucking
times
mad?
when you were, when you were the one on watch, you were constantly being thwarted by the shenanigans of all of your allies. So your main focus is in trying to make sure your friends aren't like, you know, accidentally killing each other. So you don't really notice very much on the horizons. Let's see here. Okay.
Bro, not Hina putting Al Green in the fucking general chat, bro.
Yeah, I was like, oh, the music should be changing to this. That's what I was like imagining in my head.
Let's see here.
I'm so in love with you. Want me too.
There we go. Okay. I'll say the rest of you guys are pretty on point when it comes to your your watch, whether it be the day crew or the night crew. You guys are, keeping a good eye out. But eventually, you guys are probably about 3/4 of the way on your journey here. And I'll say it's currently midday. Everybody's kind of out and about doing their own thing right now. It is it's a relatively warm day. Nothing too crazy. The wind is fair, and you're breezing along. Clear skies, almost not a single cloud in sight. But eventually, as you guys are kind of looking around, I'll say, Reefle, with your you being up in the crow's nest and your very keen perception, you see along the horizon, directly up ahead of you, you see another ship. And it's seems to be on its path towards you.
Can I ring the bell?
Yeah, I'm gonna ring the freaking bell.
Oh, you go ring the bell.
Yeah.
We then both run at it here faster.
All right, so you all hear the haphazardly made bell go off, and you all kind of come up topside, and the Kale kind of comes up. And he's like, "What? I heard the bell. What's the situation? What we got?"
Refill?
There's a boat and it's coming towards us, and I don't know. We might want to move away. Be careful. I don't know. I don't know what to do in this situation.
Directly coming at us.
Shit. Do we have like binoculars or like an eyeglass or something we can?
I don't think we have binoculars now.
Anything that we can get a better look at that?
I mean, I have Eyes of the Eagle that I don't know if I can use it yet though.
Yeah, you guys have your magic items. What does the Eyes of the Eagle do again?
While wearing them, you have advantage on wisdom checks that rely on sight. In conditions of clear visibility, you can make out details of even extremely distant creatures and objects as small as 2 feet across.
Oh, so you have advantage on all wisdom checks, or is it like something specific?
Perception.
Oh, that means you had advantage. You can roll again if you want. See if you can get any higher.
Okay. Do I roll it with advantage then?
You already rolled once, so no.
She rolled 20.
She did, but she could roll higher than that. Okay, so it's still 20. It's always good to see if you get a crit or something like that. Okay.
I mean, I just want to like see if there's like anything on the flag that could, indicate what they are.
Okay, I'll say, like I'll say with your... Yeah, your eyes, you kind of like put those on, and you look on the horizon, and it seems to be decent sized ship, probably slightly larger than yours. As you make out the details. One second.
Ooh. All right, so we all have our roles in mind, yeah?
Joe.
Dada.
Okay.
What was your nickname again? I completely forgot.
You can call me Aki.
Aki.
Now, Mari. Akira kneels down and opens his arms wide. Come to Daddy.
Daddy. Mari flutters her little wings into his one hand because like she's that tiny that she fits on the palm of his hand. Wrap me up.
Just he puts her in his shirt.
How much is 1 foot in centimeters?
Kitty.
Yeah, he puts her in his very nicely sculpted cleavage.
She strokes his skin very gently.
Calm down there.
Dear God.
Little one.
Kale is just staring at the two of you, just like wide-eyed, like. I feel like I shouldn't be watching this.
It's just, you know, father and daughter bonding.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that much. It's all jokes. Loosen up.
Oh.
All right.
Worry not, Father Akeem. I believe you will be a great dad.
Why is he here?
Oh, he's here because he's part of the party. Well,
He has a job. Go do it, please. I'm so tired. I haven't slept in 4 days.
why haven't you slept?
I haven't had the merry sleep. I can't do it. It echoes off the walls of the boats. I cannot sleep.
You know, I had
Clean.
a pretty good sleep last night. And
Shall I help you to sleep then? I have a great bedtime story.
Please, Justin, I cannot feel anymore. I beg
Very
you.
well. Once upon a time, there was a god named Helm.
Okay, so as you guys are having this moment, Reefle,
What?
Yes. Yes.
as you are staring off at the ship and you are kind of like basically zooming in with your magical eyes, you can it basically functions exactly like a telescope. You can literally just like zoom in and get like all the tiny details there, and you see probably a dozen individuals on this ship, at least from what you can see. Most of them are wearing just like commoner's gear, you know, like just like basic clothing. A couple of them are wearing familiar colors, as well as light suits of armor. The armor is mostly made out of darkened steel, with bits of gold detailing going about their armor. And their tabard colors are that of red and white. And you kind of like zoom up and you look up and you see a red and white flag with the insignia of two panthers leaping in opposite direction. That is the flag for House Fortunata. This is an Imperial ship.
Oh,
I will relay that information. So we should probably go.
Do we do we have the same flag?
You guys don't have any flags right now,
Okay,
unless you
good.
guys. I'll say there are certain like common flags that some ships can have up. I'll say that the flag that was currently on this ship was that of a merchant. Was that of a cargo flag?
Okay.
Okay.
let us go introduce ourselves.
It's sort of like a neutral flag, basically.
So real quick, I cast Minor Illusion, and I make it seem as if like we don't have a lot, but we have like a decent amount of like cargo on the ship.
Okay.
Because a bare ship would be fucking suspicious as hell. Right?
I'll say Minor Illusion covers, I think it's like a 5x5 foot square, so you won't be able to like do the entire ship.
Okay.
But you know, because it is a cantrip, so it's not too powerful.
Yeah.
I'll say
you
it
mean like
helps.
5 foot by 5 foot?
Yeah, just like a 5x5 square of like space that you can use for that.
Oh,
minor.
okay.
It is
Shit,
minor
fuck.
illusion.
Yeah, but yeah, I need to get that big illusion. It's all good.
There are like spells like Major Image that can like do like much bigger illusions, stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's enough to make a slight difference.
Okay. Even a little bit, rather than nothing, is better.
Don't forget, we've been robbed. We are merchants. We come in peace.
Come in peace. Where is?
Oh, we come in peace.
Justin,
Would-
you're the
would I be able
bodyguard. You
to
can be
make-
quiet.
Would I be able to make the what's her name? Jesus Christ.
Voila.
Yeah, would I be able to make her invisible so that way they don't recognize her outfit? Because isn't she still wearing the uniform?
The Lords of War.
Yeah, you can cast invisibility on her if you'd like.
Fuck yeah.
Well, she can also just go downstairs.
Yeah.
So you don't use the spell.
I mean, but what if they search? Okay,
Well,
I won't do it preemptively. I won't do it preemptively.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're not
something to
wrong,
note
though,
that she
but-
does have the ability to disguise herself, but she's still wearing her prison uniform. That is something that if you guys get caught with, will be that would be problematic.
I look over at Wait, is she up here with us?
She's like standing in the stairwell just in case. So like
Okay.
she's like halfway up the surface basically.
Vala, so not to sound crude, but would you be fine with burning your clothes and just staying beneath the sheets in the captain's quarters?
Vala, don't listen to him.
Oh,
Can I touch you? All I need to do is touch you. I promise it won't be an issue. You might like it a bit, but we won't be able to see you. Your choice.
she
Up to
knows
you.
what invisibility
I trust your
is.
instincts.
Okay, I'm glad you do. It's a much better option, in my opinion. Weirdo.
Well, okay, go on then.
Already done.
Alrighty. So you cast invisibility on her, and the sight of Vala completely vanishes in front of all of you, and you hear her voice from the stairwell. I will go wait in the lower quarters. Call for me if you need me when they're gone.
Understood.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
Right. I think that we should just, keep course. Just keep it moving. And if they, pull up beside us, then I will speak to them.
Act as normal as possible, Justin.
Of course.
I think Arifa will try and keep Justin distracted.
Okay.
We're gonna go play chess like somewhere else, you know.
Ooh, the study of the chess pieces. I am more than intrigued.
Yeah. Okay, let's go, Justin.
Merrily.
As you guys are all talking, Kale leaves for a few minutes, goes into the captain's quarters, and he comes out with a telescope, a collapsible one. And he kind of pulls it out and kind of takes a look, and he waits for a bit. Oh shit! He
Well,
closes the, collapses the telescope. They're signaling us to stop.
Oh,
Oh, we
Oh,
expected that to happen.
that's bad news.
well,
Somebody raise the sails and lower anchor. We got no choice here. Unless you think we can outrun these guys, which is highly doubtful.
well,
No.
extremely doubtful.
Extremely, yes.
Akira goes to start raising the sails.
I'll go lower the anchor.
Alright.
Alrighty. You guys begin the process. It takes a few minutes to raise up the sails. Your boat kind of stops, and eventually the anchor gets dropped, and you hear that big thud as your ship kind of just abruptly halts, as you are now officially anchored out in the middle of open waters here. Well,
Alright,
not
Lucky.
open waters. It's what is the term? Traveled waters. That is the term I'm looking for.
Okay.
And
Um,
as you do so, the opposing ship gets ever so closer, and they also raise up their sails, and they pull up right next to you guys, and they put out a walking plank, and they sort of connect your two ships.
Oh, good eve, mates.
Welcome in.
Three
Seems to be the
individuals
problem.
begin stepping onto your ship. All three of them dressed in the typical royal uniform. of the Fortunata Empire. One of them, all three of them were wearing the same type of armor, that of a half plate, armor just in case, with very ornate-looking helmets. They sort of have these plumes that kind of jut out to, like, the vertical top of the helmet and spread outwards in like a 180 kind of spread, sort of like a half circle. Very, very Romanistic, very similar to that of like Roman Empire kind of stuff. The one in the middle seems to be slightly taller than the rest, and he is not wearing a helmet. He is like fair, slightly tanned skin with long platinum blonde hair that goes like all the way down to like the back of his knees, and it's all woven with like braids and gems. It's definitely an elf. And he kind of steps forward. The other two guards currently holding pole arms at the ready. This one in the middle has a short sword on his hip and approaches you all with his hands in front of him.
Kira steps forward.
Greetings, my name is Nivalis of the Fortunata Empire. I am the officer of this vessel here. I have pulled you over because I have noticed something a bit uncanny about your ship. Who is the captain here? Who is the one in charge?
That would be me. My name is Aki. It's nice to meet you.
Greetings. He holds his hand out. My name is Officer Nivalis.
Aki shakes it. Can you say that name again real quick?
He introduced himself as Officer Nivalis.
Okay.
I can go ahead and put that in the Twitch chat as well for anybody watching. There we go. I have pulled you over here on this afternoon because I have noticed some strange things about your ship, and I wish to question you for a time.
Of course, sir. I must say, with a sad heart, that we were recently ransacked by bandits, and so the state of this ship is unfortunately in disrepair.
So it seems. That was actually going to be my first question on why your ship is not up to code.
It's quite embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I offer my sincerest of apologies.
Next question I'm about to ask you, where are you currently headed? Where is your voyage taking you at the moment?
We are actually en route to Vermilia. We want to stock up on some supplies and hopefully get the ship repaired after those dastardly ne'er-do-wells quite messed up our hull, as you can see.
I do see that, yes. Well, then I'm sorry that you'll have to deal with that situation.
It's fine.
Do you mind informing my compatriot here? And one of the guards kind of puts his staff down. He takes like a tome out from like a small bag that was like hooked up to his side. And he begins like writing some of this down, like he's taking notes and like making a record of this basically. Whoever your quartermaster of the ship is, would you mind informing my colleague here on exactly what was lost in the siege? That way we know what we should be looking for once an investigation is to begin.
Ah, of course. Akira looks over at Kale and sort of like, it's hard because, you know, obviously they don't have that sort of like relationship yet, but he like sort of like blinks as if like he's saying, do you have any fucking idea what they're talking about?
He gives you a smile and he like pats you on the shoulder. No worries, Zaki. I got this. I'll take care of this for you. And he goes over to the guy and they kind of go off to the side and they begin chatting.
Okay. He turns back to the officer with a very laid-back smile and says, honestly, it's quite nice seeing such powerful men, patrolling the waters and trying to keep us merchants safe. Makes me happy.
I'm glad that we can offer you that peace and safety. Speaking of your merchant company, would you mind giving me the name so I can file an insurance claim on this for the company that you work with?
Ah, of course. We are known as the Band of Hell.
He immediately like squints and looks. I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
I'm sorry. My verse is quite hoarse recently. I said that we are the Vandal Hells.
Oh my god.
You say Vandal Hands?
Quite. It's a name my father worked up years ago, and I've taken over the company. So
He pulls out his own tome and starts writing this down. I don't recall of a merchant company being known as the Vandal Hands. Where is the place of origin?
Akira's smile gets a little bit wider, and like his eyes close completely, which he often does whenever he's like thinking of something witty to say. And he says, we come from all over, to be honest with you. We were never really want to settle down in a singular city or village. Nomads.
It's at this point I would like to ask you to roll a deception check, please.
Okay.
See if he believes
Nomad.
that. 21, okay. I see. Nomads, right. Probably from the Isles. Interesting. Well, I hope we can get a hold of your employers and let them know of what's happened here. Hopefully you can be recompensated for your losses.
It would honestly help us out a lot. It's hard out here, as nomads, journeying this bountiful sea.
Do you have any names or faces that you could possibly remember of your robbers?
Oh, there were many. It was quite harrowing escaping. I remember seeing a man with a spiky beard and 3 scars over his eye, and he was also bald as well. He seemed to be the one leading the bandits. Yes, quite. Actually, Jared, do you remember seeing anyone else? Somebody else noteworthy, mate?
Yeah. There was this one person, if I remember correctly. He had very stylish hair. He had like a cap over his eye. A very long sword. He named it Picky, if I remember correctly. Because he said like, "Oh, I pick my enemy's eyes," something like that. Very noteworthy of him.
That sounds
Akira hides a snort
horrifying.
behind a cough.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was the guy.
It
Yeah, my name is
seems
Joe,
that-
by the way. Hello.
It seems that your ship has taken a notable bit of fire damage. How did that occur exactly? Was that a part of the invasion, I assume?
So we actually have a guard. Her name is Ray, and she tends to sling around little pots of fire that she filled with oil and kindle. Unfortunately, that was the last one, but it did, in fact, backfire and set the front of the ship ablaze. And the back, actually. It was quite annoying to deal with.
So you're saying that one of your compatriots lit your own ship on fire in an attempt at self-defense?
She,
Not that false of her.
she's a very spirited woman. You know the Spitfires are, sir.
Right, alright then, okay. Right, and he like kind of takes a bit. He's like writing a bunch of this down, like frantically, like flipping different pages, like making a very detailed report about this. Alrighty, alrighty. We'll take a note for anyone that could fit those physical descriptions. We will get back to your band. One last thing before we go. Once my compatriot over here, referencing to the gentleman that Kale is currently speaking with. Because of the nature of this crime and due to some of the details you have given me, I must inform you that we do have to examine your ship top to bottom. We do have to make a full-on inspection to make sure that none of you are housing any unsavory individuals, to make sure none of you are under any sort of hostage-like scenarios. So we will be sending about half a dozen officers onto your ship and be doing an investigation. We ask all of you to stay on the deck up here at all times. Are there any other individuals that I need to know about on your ship?
Yeah, so we have Ree, one of the guards and lookouts, and the other guard, Just, is down there as well. And then he like lowers his voice and like whispers and he says, "He's
Jay?
Hired help. Who cares what the name is? I pay their bills."
Right.
Jay, Jonah, Jay, it doesn't matter. But one of the guards is down there with Ari. He's a bit dim-witted, so
Alrighty, so I have 6 individuals on board there. I have Aki. I have what is that that fellow's name over there? Pointing over to Kale.
That is Kane.
Kane, thank you.
Yeah.
Then you're Joe.
Yeah.
Where's Mari at right now?
Mari
His arm.
is
between his
in
tits.
in between my tits. You know.
Okay. And then we have an infant on board as well. All right. And then you said you had 2 other fellows, Jus and Ree. Would you mind calling them on board for a moment?
Of course. Do you mind if I go get them? Her ears can be quite dull sometimes.
It is your ship. You do what you need to do. As long as all of your crewmen are up on board where I can see them,
I
that
appreciate
would be
it.
great.
Mate. And Akira walks downstairs. He walks downstairs and he looks over at Justin and Ree, and he says in a very quiet voice, like a whisper basically, Justin, before I start speaking, do not yell. This is very important and you can get us killed.
His mouth just like immediately just.
No, there are officers above the deck of the ship, and I assume that you can hear me as well. And then he like looks around and then winks and he says, I need you to stay hidden, and they will be searching the ship. Justin and Ray, I'll need you two to follow me upstairs. Do not make any sudden movements or say anything untowards.
Oh, boss.
Justin nods.
Reefel, you feel a nudge on your leg as you look down and you see Search
Oh.
patiently waiting.
Shit.
Wait.
He says to you,
I forgot about
I
Sid.
heard noises upstairs. Are there bad people? I can kill them if you want.
Oh,
No. That's okay, buddy. You don't gotta do that.
Okay,
I mean,
I'll follow you then.
Oh my.
No.
it should be a problem for there to be a dragon here. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
I'm sure it's fine. What do you want him to stay down here?
No, I can make this work. Just he is your familiar, and you have utmost control over him. Yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Akira massages his forehead and gestures for them to follow him upstairs. Okay, Officer Nicholas.
Yes.
This is my guards, and this is Ray's little familiar. You know how arcane.
As soon as
vampires.
they see
Wait,
the
first-
Drake, both of the other two guards just like immediately like jump back and they grab their pikes and just point them towards the Drake.
No, he's a friendly
Nicholas
little guy.
raises a
Don't even-
finger up. Is that one trained?
Of course he is. See, okay, Search, stand up on your hind legs.
Search
can do
stands up
tricks,
on
yeah.
his hind legs.
Look how well behaved he is.
Yeah, as you can see, the Drake is quite trained.
That's
I see. Not every day you see a Drake on board. Interesting.
That's why your keyboard loud as fuck.
That's
Yeah,
you
sorry,
always, bro.
You know, Mari looks at Justin and she's just.
Sorry, let me mess with Blocker real quick. I have to ask him a quick question.
Oh, yep. Let me take a look at that.
wow, ugly.
Akira like chuckles and then abruptly stops.
Mari smiles,
Yeah,
but
that's
just
the question.
slightly. Just slightly, and then goes back to baby mode.
He's quite ugly. Yeah.
Ugly.
Akira like whispers like so quiet that only she can hear, and he says,
All right, Dancho, I send a response to you.
"You're gonna
Yeah,
leave too into
okay.
this." You know?
Daddy.
Did you say that in character?
No.
Okay. That is very important.
Oh, fuck. I can't breathe.
All right, so as Officer Nicholas is like writing all this down, he looks up. Okay, so there is a trained animal on board. Who is the owner of the animal?
Ray.
It's Ray. Okay. All right. Rather surprising. Something that I was not expecting. Do you mind? Do you have the right paperwork for the creature? Do you have the right authentication and such?
You need paperwork to have a familiar?
Well, yeah. Well, it's a familiar.
Yeah, as I said before, it's a being of magic. It's not just a tamed animal from the
Oh,
wild.
I missed that part. My apologies.
It's quite okay.
Okay, so that means and you summon the familiar, Ori, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Alrighty then, if that's the case, do you mind letting me take a look at your spellcasting license then?
Holy shit.
Do I have one of those?
Nope. You've never heard of a spellcasting license. I'd say
Honestly,
the
sir,
only two people that know what a spellcasting license is Justin and Jonas, because you guys live in favor.
Oh,
We-
God.
A
we
spellcasting
got-
license is not a thing in the Gwyn Dynasty nor the Feywild. So the three of you that are from those two places don't know what that is.
You know, we got robbed and my bag got taken, and that's where it was in. So I
Yeah.
don't have it, sadly. I'll bat my eyelashes up at him.
Roll a deception check for me.
God!
Fuck.
Oh my God.
He like stares
you're
at
in
you
prison.
for a long time. That is rather convenient. Unfortunate that somebody stole your spellcasting license for reasons.
I have a
I mean,
question.
I don't. Okay.
What if, cute little baby uses charm person because she's so cute and so irresistibly sweet, and he believes her? I don't know. I just feel like that would be nice if we
You mean
could do
like
that.
you mean like try to persuade him?
Fuck yeah. It's yeah.
He called you an infant. I don't think an infant can make full
All you have to do
sentences.
is look at me. Just look at me. Hi. Oh my god, cuckoo caca.
What?
Listen, I don't fucking know.
Go ahead-
Babies
go
bring
ahead.
on that happiness.
Akira picks Mari up underneath her armpits and sort of like edges back into the officer's vision, and he says, I can say without a shadow of a doubt that her bag and my bag was stolen by the bandits. I wouldn't say that they specifically wanted the license within it, but they indeed took the entire bag. She can't really specify what she wants stolen, you know?
Alright, go ahead and roll me a deception check then.
Is the little baby in my arms giving me advice?
Not really.
No, he doesn't give a fuck.
Telling you,
Unless-
man, I could have charmed him.
Emotional.
23.
I'm on board.
He kind of sighs for a moment. Well, I'll take your word for it. Innocent till proven guilty, I guess.
I appreciate your trust.
Alrighty, well, if this is everyone on board, we'll go ahead and make our inspection. We'll be out of your hair within 15 minutes or so. And after that, we'll be on our way.
Sounds good to me.
He goes to call some more guards onto the ship, and they begin kind of going through everything. I'm gonna have them all make investigation checks.
Fuck,
We
I know I
don't
should have
have
had her
nothing.
burn her fucking clothes. Like, what can they say about a naked woman in bed?
She's invisible though.
Yeah, no, but what if they fucking bump into her? She's not Spider-Man.
Well, then
she's
they
not
probably ask you
Wait,
why
to
you're
move out of the-
harboring a Medusa on board your ship.
I mean, she can also disguise herself, right?
That's true. But then they'd probably
It's
have
okay.
questions like, why are you keeping a naked woman on your ship?
She's my
no,
concubine,
no.
man. Like, why are you getting into my love life?
Honestly, that those things are probably equally as bad for different reasons.
She's my lover.
Alright, well, with that, I'm gonna have Vala roll a stealth check with advantage.
Let's go, Vala.
Let me take a look at her stats real quick.
You can do
Okay.
it, mate. You can do it.
So they all kind of go around the ship, just inspecting everything, all of your equipment on board, up and below deck. They go through your captain's quarters, search every nook and cranny that they can possibly see. And after 15 very tense minutes of you guys all just waiting for them to finish up their investigation, they all eventually come back up, and you see one of the guards go over to Officer Nivelis. Yeah, place is all clean. They're good. Alrighty then. Well, then that concludes our business here. Thank you for your patience. Have a blessed day. May the All Mother preserve you. Take care.
Same to you. Same to you.
Yeah.
He gives a nod, and they all go back onto their ship, pull back their walking plank, lower their sails, raise their anchor, and they begin heading on off.
Oh, fucking hell.
Legends.
Good job, guys. Good job, guys.
Nice officers.
Okay.
Justin, I'll give Justin like a pat on the shoulder. I'll be like, you did good for once.
He just stayed silent. What?
The first time. The first time.
Oh, you know what? He did a good job, Justin. Good. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, good job, Justin.
His nose is growing bigger. Like, just the entire time he was just smiling and staying still like a statue.
Kale kind of comes over to y'all and says, I forgot that y'all probably don't have the right paperwork and stuff. Yeah, that's gonna be on the to-do list then. Might be a good
Yes.
idea.
You know, honestly, I was going to conjure up a bit of a false document for Yuri, but I have no idea what's supposed to go on those.
Grateful, you have never gotten your license.
Well, when we get to Favor, I might be able to hook you up with a guy. I know a guy that makes those things for a lot cheaper than what the Empire will charge you for that. Because
Do not worry, we shall do this the legal way.
The legal way is going through his friend's channel. It's a bunch of politics, Justin, but I'll teach you about it later on, okay?
I think going through the legal way would mean us turning around and going back to jail. So you know.
But don't tell him that.
I have not considered that option.
We're not. No, Justin, you can't. We're being good people and gonna go explore the world. Okay, don't even worry.
Merely.
I'm going to go tell Vala that she can come back up. Oh, Vala!
I am here. And like you feel like a very heavy voice like right behind you, Akira.
Oh! Akira jumps in the air like Scooby-Doo.
Mary drops out of his arms and dies. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you scared me. I didn't know that your beautiful visage could ever incite such terror.
You haven't known me for long enough yet, then.
I kind of like it there. It's okay.
Mari, you can go ahead and drop the spell now whenever you're ready.
Of course. And then I just engage this spell. Let me.
All right. The sight of Allah
Akira
appears before
throws
you.
Akira throws Mari into the sky like a dove. Be free.
I almost spit my water.
Mari lands on his shoulders.
Yeah. Bro, back.
Got it, 10 points. Woo!
You know, I am actually very proud of all of you. Justin, do me a favor and raise the anchor.
Raise the anchor!
Golly.
Reeful and Janus, can you guys lower the sails, please?
Aye, Captain, I guess.
Right, we should be making more headway to the city, because I do not want to be stopped by another fucking patrol of officers. That was nerve-wracking. I've gotten myself out of my fair share of trouble in the past, but I can't run away in the ocean, so this was quite harrowing for me.
Yeah, hopefully we won't run into many government ships in the future. Once we get north of Shawl, though, like, we'll typically be good for a while, at least until we get into the Sea of Gold.
I do think that
government
we
ships
should,
don't really... Oh, go ahead.
I don't know. I was just gonna say. I think that we should probably get some type of like actual produce to sell the guise of a merchant ship for the short future. Make it easier for us. Maybe some paperwork if we can.
I
I'm
can
not
try
sure if that's
forging
possible.
something up, maybe. Might need to get
That-
some
that would be-
supplies from a good store.
With my abilities, anything is better than nothing. I can make an empty piece of paper with my name on it seem like gold to an officer. So anything would be nice. I'd appreciate that. Okay, Kira heads back up to the wheel.
Alrighty. As you guys sort of relax a bit after your very tense run-in with the law. After another day and a half of travel, you finally make it to the town of Vermilia. You
Ooh.
say, as you start getting near the coastline, you see forests as far as the eye can see. Many large trees dot the coastline. Not a lot of sand. It's mostly like a lot of trees and a lot of rocks. You do eventually get outside of the town of Vermilia. The town itself is kind of built in a very small clearing that is kind of just surrounded by wood. All of the buildings that you can see, like, far and wide, they're all like wooden cabins and bungalows and things like that. Just about everything is made out of wood in this place. And so you guys
Easy to set a light.
you guys pull up to the docks. Some of the dock hands help you out with the docking the ship. And you guys are here.
Yay!
The town of
We're out
Vermilia.
of town.
Sheesh.
Finally fucking made it to land that
Oh,
doesn't
right.
want to kill us.
Got a little
Big
token on that.
here.
Oh, that's big. Hold on.
Oh.
Oh, that's
So you guys are docked right there.
Gotcha.
I can't wait to stretch my fucking legs on grass.
It's been a while since I've been online. This is
Here we
So,
go.
wait, sorry. Where exactly did you say we landed in?
I put a little marker on the map.
No, like the name of the city and whatnot.
The name
It's
of
at
the
the
city
top.
is Vermilia, right at the top of the map.
Vermilia.
Yes.
Oh, there it is. Thank
It is a for anybody that is native to the continent of Fortuna. Vermilia is a semi-famous logging town. It is where the Empire gets most of its lumber for its large construction projects, whether it be expanding other towns and cities, whether it's used to add more ships to their navy, or just whatever weapons they can come up with, like bows, crossbows, the like, stuff like that. Anything that is wooden is typically found within this small and quaint little town here.
Pray tell, friends, how long will we stay in this wonderful town?
Honestly, it depends on the opportunities that arise.
indeed.
Taking opportunities as they come is my middle name, alongside Heartbreaker and Sexy Beast and Fox of the Sheets and
Yeah.
So your middle name is Akira Sexy Sheets Fox Under the Sheets Neverine.
You
That's a long
fucked up a few
fucking
words,
name.
but close enough. Close enough, Justin.
Hey,
Then I shall refer to you as such.
You can call me Sexy if you want.
Father Sexy?
Daddy Sexy.
Daddy Sexy.
You guys hear Kale come over like, all right, don't get your fucking nicknames mixed up. All right, real quick, team meeting.
Yeah.
Huddle.
So, we got a couple things that we need to do here. I recommend somebody going and see if we can find any, shipbuilders in town. Maybe they can give us some repairs. Maybe somebody needs to see if we can get some supplies together. Get some more, some more fancy stuff. We also could probably need some. What am I trying to say? My mind's a blank right now. Damn it.
I think
We need repairs, we need supplies, and we need money. Those are the three things we need.
maybe.
Who wants to do
Okay.
that?
So going to a marketplace, finding shipbuilders, and then going to some sort of like guild or something like that.
Maybe.
Who-
A town like this, probably not a guild. Your best bet might be going to a tavern. Maybe see if they have a job postings.
Okay.
I think that we all could use a little bit of tavern hopping for a little bit. Get some ale, relax on land finally, and then after an hour or two, we can maybe go find everything that we need. Yeah,
We take a bath later.
you can also take a bath.
We stinky. We smell like salt water.
Sea salt, and yeah, it's not too tasty. Trust me, I know from personal experience.
I think one of the main things we should get some clothes for Vala, right?
Ah, of course, yeah.
A good idea,
That should
yeah.
probably
That
one
way
of
she
the
can
main things
actually
you first do.
leave the boat.
Yeah.
Actually, that should probably be like right now.
Yeah.
You want to come with me, Jonas?
Yeah, I'll come with you.
I'll
Okay,
say take
sounds
your
good. Anyone
time with
else?
everything. Let's try to stick around for like a day or so. We don't know how much of the folks know about the castle. You know. One
Low
tip
profile.
of advice I'll give you: if it's a small town, if you see any bounty posters, any wanted posters, or anything with any of our faces, we need to leave immediately. In a small town like this, they ain't gonna forget our faces, especially if we're new. We're gonna have unwanted eyes at all times. So, anybody sees any wanted posters with any of our faces, we all need to know we need to get the fuck out of here.
That is very true. Very true. Actually, Kale, you seem to have a discerning eye for opportunistic quests. Do you think that
Right.
maybe you could go ask around about any small jobs or bounties or anything of that sort that we could do while we're here?
Like I said, man, check the local tavern. They probably got plenty of postings up there. If somebody needs something done, they probably, put something.
I'm
up
going
there.
to go get some clothing for Vala.
Me and Justin can find a job. Don't even worry.
Oh, you got? Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You should probably take your child with you.
Okay, let's go, baby.
Okay. We will meet up. How about in the tavern, and say 3 hours, just to share information.
Yeah, it'd be a good idea. So, Kira, you're getting, Aki, you're
No,
getting clothing. Regis, Ma, y'all are going to the tavern, see if you can go job
Like having
hunting.
a stroke.
Wait, should a child be in a tavern?
I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, family
Yeah,
comes
that's
there all
even
the
worse
time.
for
I
me.
don't have to be a good parent. It's fine.
It's just a tavern. You'll be fine.
A little bit of drinking and aggression, but
That's how you grow.
okay. What will you be doing, Cal?
Well, somebody needs to find the shipbuilders. I guess I can take care of that.
All right, sounds good. I'm not sure where the tavern is, but with a small city like this, it shouldn't be too hard to find. We'll meet up there in 3 hours.
Yeah, you can ask around. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
Good. break.
Alrighty.
Kira starts heading. I don't even know, bro. You just start heading into
Yeah. So as you guys break off and you start heading off into the town, I'm gonna say we're gonna wrap up for tonight's session right then and there.
That's a good.
Next time we begin, we will be exploring the
Shenanigans of
Amelia. I just want to say, Torment, thank you so much for the raid. I'm sorry you raided right at the end of our game.
Oh no.
But thank you for the raid regardless. I appreciate that. Let me give you all a shout out real quick before we go. Thank you so much, Thor.
Thank you.
No, sorry.
Oh, there we go. Lobo got it. Perfect.
I already know
thank
that
you.
in the marketplace there's gonna be thieving happening.
I'm telling you, the entire
Lots of
fucking marketplace
shenanigans.
is gonna be in my
Dude,
pocket.
Imagine Justin somehow joins the guards and he starts arresting his friends.
Bro, what?
You're gonna join the guards?
What happened?
Hey, you know,
Already,
that might be the start of a good scheme, though. It's like some people just like, hey, this person's stealing them, and Justice like, I got it, I'll bring them to justice.
Oh, you
They
collect
bring them up on the
bounty.
ship. Bring them on the ship, y'all leave, and then they never hear you from again.
That would be pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna have to figure that out next
Yeah,
session.
y'all got plenty of
That would be
time.
kinda
Y'all
cool.
got plenty of time to deliberate.
I kind of like the whole like just like outlaw thing. I've never done anything like it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Listen, man, that's one of those things that I think a lot of D&D groups are like, oh yeah, we should be criminals one time, but no one ever does it. No one ever pulls the trigger on that.
What the fuck?
Oh, we're gonna.
Like you can still be criminals and save the fucking world, bro. Look at Suicide Squad. Like,
Yeah, we weren't going for pirate criminals with this campaign, but I'm glad you guys are enjoying where that's leading.
I'm gonna have to get a pirate hat.
Yeah. Real quick, I just want to thank some folks real quick. Space Prince Blue VT, Aubrey Leah 19, and Sparky 1708. All y'all, thank you so much for the follows. Welcome to the archives. Highly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Alrighty. You guys enjoyed tonight's session?
Hell yeah.
Dude, that was like some real good role-playing action there.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I got in my roleplay bag a little bit. Hell
Hell
No,
yeah.
like honestly, that the officer part, I actually had me holding my breath. I'm just like, oh, shit, I actually have to be silent.
I got plenty of little seafaring encounters for you guys in the future.
I definitely love like roleplay. Like I like a mix, obviously, but like roleplay is definitely like my top when it comes to D&D. I like that more than
Yeah.
like anything else.
That's not like what makes D&D so special is that those little moments where you create that story and you flesh it out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Righty.
Sparky in
I
the
need to go
chat saying,
pee-pee.
first stream I seen, very interesting, can't wait for the next stream. Well, thank you so much.
Hey yo.
For anybody that is brand new here that's still watching right now, thank you so much for watching. This is episode 3 of Lands of Aurea, one of my 2 weekly D&D campaigns. If you want to catch up on this campaign, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel where I will be posting the VODs within 1 week of these videos going up on Twitch. And yeah, if you want to, stay up to date on these shenanigans and when these are going live, follow my Twitter and go join my Discord. Those are the 2 places where I'll be, posting updates on when these videos go live. So yeah, there's all
Hell
the
yeah.
links for anybody that's interested. Go and follow those there. I'll also put the Discord link in the chat as well. We need to
Wait, real
find
quick.
somebody to raid. Oh yes.
Is it next week or the week after that we're going on break?
Week after. Next week will be episode 4, and then we'll be taking a week-long break.
Gotcha.
We're episode 4 already? Jesus.
Yeah, we're getting there.
This story
Time flies,
better than The
man.
Last of Us.
Time flies.
Yeah, no, definitely. L Netflix series stream.
Yo, Max!
You're gonna trigger some people. We don't want Laco to be fucking
My sponsors, no.
Oh no, the Netflix sponsorship for 10K.
Oh, no,
Oh, that would be amazing.
Imagine. We gotta work hard at it.
Thank you for
Absolutely, yeah.
having us as always,
Yeah.
Laco. I can't wait until
Yeah.
like the art is finished because I would love to get
Oh
art.
my
of,
god,
like, all
yeah.
the
When
characters.
everybody's
that'd be
finally
sweet.
got all of their tokens ready to go, like, oh, it's gonna be so
I
good.
finished Mari tonight.
And it's
Hey.
beautiful.
Hell yeah.
WWW.
I want an art where like Justin has his arm just all over the entire group.
Oh, look at him.
Fucking cut his
Except I
penis off.
literally have to fly for your arm to be on me.
True. Nah, you can just stay between my titties,
Yeah, Mari's just squeezed between Akira's tits.
and I'm gonna need Vala to be like hugging my midsection from behind, like I'm a pregnant wife.
Hold up.
God. She's the one that does
So
it
many
now,
fan art
so yeah.
opportunities.
True.
Oh man, should we give life to
Alrighty.
Vala too?
Vala's gotta go
God.
though, so no, she's leaving.
I'm gonna convince her as to stay, bro. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
Laco's just a part of the members now.
Vala's one of the homies.
Only
Oh,
one
good.
way to find out how all that goes down.
I gotta
Alright.
keep getting those fucking high rolls on fucking persuasion, bro.
That shit.
Yeah.
Use all his fucking
Some
buttons
story arc,
specifically
bro.
on her.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and post a little raid message. I already know who I'm gonna be raiding. We're gonna be raiding my boy Farting Tart, who's doing his own D&D campaign right now, Dummies and Disasters, episode 116.
116, damn.
Oh yeah, he's been doing that campaign
Holy
for a
fuck,
long
come on.
time.
That's
Let me
years,
peep
right?
in.
One
Well,
day I'm
good
gonna
on
catch
him.
up
Yeah,
on that
that's
one day.
it.
But yes,
That's
we're gonna
gonna-
go
that's
ahead and
gonna- that's
raid my
gonna be this
boy
campaign.
Farting Tart. Go show him all the love y'all possibly can. Be respectful in his chat as always, or we'll find you and we will do bad things to you in Minecraft. And
Blow your house
we
up.
will see you guys next
Send
time.
to you.
Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.
Bye bye everybody. Goodbye chat. Goodbye chat. Goodbye
Farewell.
chat. Goodbye.
Tricks, I just noticed your PNG.